Okay, everyone, it's time. Time for some redemption, I think. For one of the worst Pokemon that I've played, well, the worst Pokemon that I've played in Pokemon Black so far. The Beheeyem-line is a true tragedy for two reasons. Number one, it's genuinely a terrible Pokemon. This species was not made to play solo challenges. And then number two, I was not made to read text. Text is very hard. I don't know if anyone else struggles with text as much as I do. I can't imagine that being possible. I don't know, reading has always just been really rough for me. So I'm going to do a brief reenactment of what happened last time I played Beheeyem. So, I went to a software like this. This is my new Solodex software. You can download it at my Discord link in the description if you want, for free, and use it yourself. It's an alternative. I'm trying to make it an alternative to Bulbapedia that is faster at getting you the information you need for solo challenges. So yeah, anyways, I went here and I was like, oh, we only have Psychic and normal moves. That's really unfortunate because we have no effect against Dark-type Pokemon. So what do? Well, we gotta get Headbutt at level 18. That's terrible. There are so many Dark-types in the early game. Charon has one inside the trainer school. So essentially we are stuck waiting until level 18 to get by the earliest stages of the game because Struggle is terrible in Generation 5. So then I looked at all the other moves and I found that Miracle Eye was just way too good, so I instantly banned it. And then I realized, well, we don't have any other options, so it's bad. That's actually not what happened. So I clicked on Miracle Eye, and then here on Bulbapedia, I read Miracle Eye. Miracle Eye causes accuracy checks against the target to ignore changes to the target's evasion stat stages. If its evasion stat stage is greater than 0, right? Okay, so this helps us bypass Double Team. Miracle Eye lets us get by Double Team. Isn't that useless against Dark types? Well, yeah, that's frustrating. So now let's go back. Let's go over to the overlay, and let's put our plan together for Elgyem and Beheeyem. So I'm going to have to use Struggle in the early game. That's going to be what it has to be for all of the Dark types. And then eventually I'm going to get to level 18. I'm going to get Headbutt, and I can use that to knock out Dark types. Yeah, I should have just kept reading. If I had kept reading, the next sentence, if Miracle Eye's target is a Dark-type Pokemon, it also removes the target's immunity to Psychic-type moves. When I see a paragraph of text like this, my brain internally goes like, "Oh, that's a lot. I don't want to do it." Like, that's really frustrating. How long is that going to take me? So I'm trying to summarize as quick as possible. Read the first sentence, nothing about Dark types. Bad. What I should have done is done a Control F and just put Dark in it, and then gone through all the moves and been like, "Oh, this one mentions the Dark type," and then I would have known. That would have been the fast way to solve this, but I didn't do that. Because I didn't do that and didn't know that I needed that ADHD hack, I ended up in this scenario where I played Beheeyem and Elgyem in the early game without Miracle Eye, and believe me, it was absolutely awful for me. And you might think that it was worse for you having to watch the video, but that's not true, because I had to make the video, and then I had to release the video and see all of the comments, and that was the moment that I realized I had made a mistake. So in the end, it was emotionally worse for me. The pain of seeing like hundreds of comments mentioning the same thing. I cannot describe that to another human being unless you've experienced it yourself. It's very, very, very hard to like really put in words what it's like to open an application and just see like walls and walls of text telling you that you did something terrible. And it's usually in a nice way. Everyone's just like, "Hey, why didn't you use Miracle Eye?" Like, that's kind of strange, right? Like, it's like, that's a normal thing to say. But then there's like 100 of those. Anyways, it's great. It's great. Now we have another meme. This actually, it doesn't bother me anymore because it's funny. I think it's really funny. Also, Elgyem gets way better. Like, 150 base stat increase. If only it got more speed. Like, could we go from 30 speed to 60 speed? That would be nice. Instead, we have 40 base speed once we're fully evolved. This Pokemon's so slow, and that's going to cause tons of problems for it. Okay. I don't know if embarrassing is the right word for it. I don't know if it's not really embarrassing. To me, it more feels like when you live your whole life and all throughout your life you've been making like silly mistakes just because like they seem like careless mistakes, but careless mistakes is not the right answer or not the right like way to define them, because what I made is not a careless mistake. It seems like that's the case. Like, why didn't you just read the whole thing and be more thorough? And it's like, yeah, I was thorough. I paid 2 people to edit the video and review the video, and I checked the video, and all 3 of us missed this. And of course the internet found it. And like there's all kinds of things going on mixed in there. It's like, okay, like did I not emphasize enough that people should just like not take my word for it when editing the video? Like maybe I'm like completely wrong on something. And I often am. And I try to say those things a lot, but sometimes it doesn't work. There's like there was so much for me to dig into and analyze around this situation. I think it's very interesting on a lot of levels. Anyways, Miracle Eye is banned. Let's play LGM again. Yeah, some people say that of like the tactical use of tricking people into engagement, and like I wish it was that. I wish that I was like some mastermind behind the scenes, like, oh yeah, if I just forget Miracle Eye, like people will really engage with this video. That would be so cool. Would be much better. I don't think that's not the kind of person that I am. I don't like tricking people. I just like being honest. But it would be nicer to think like, oh, I planned this. I didn't plan this. That's what's so painful about it. I tried really hard. I put all of my effort in, and I still made a ridiculous mistake. And that's what's truly painful about it. And the mistake seems simple. And so like a lot of times the feedback I get is like, oh, what? Like I got one on the Ampharos vs. Raichu video like today where they're like, how could you not use Thunderbolt on the nose pass after watching someone else's video? I was like, oh, like that comment hits different than other comments. It's like, I just made a mistake. I don't know how to explain this any simpler. Also, the reason for that was because Ike did not use that Thunderbolt on the nose pass either, because Ike was using Quick Attack followed by Struggle, depleting both Thunderbolt and Thundershock before. And I believe I played Raichu first, so I played Raichu before I watched Ike's footage. Hey, Speed. Speed played Shelter with me in Crystal yesterday, so we're going from bad Pokemon to another bad Pokemon. I think I've fixed a bunch of the things with the Gen 5 overlay, so like abilities like Mummy should activate correctly, and held items should be consumed properly. I think that everything's gonna be working better today than it has in the past. Anyways, I've talked long enough about Miracle Eye. Let's play this run. Yeah, starting stats: 55 HP attack and defense, and special defense, 30 speed, 85 special attack. Really nice to get Confusion at level 1. Unfortunately, tons of dark types in this game. We get Miracle Eye at level 11, so we're going to have to train until level 11, and then once we get Miracle Eye, we're going to be able to beat the dark types. And from there, the early game shouldn't be too bad. I'm probably going to have to do Audino training before Lenora. Last time I needed to beat her, I was level 23, but I had spent tons of time grinding for Headbutt and Struggle and stuff in the early game, so I was over-leveled by that point. Did you fix the Basculin? No, I don't think I fixed the Basculin images. No, I'll fix that. Sorry. I saw that when I was editing the other day, and I was like, I gotta fix that. I'm writing a note. Okay, I promise I'll fix the Basculin images. Good reminder. Please remind me of these things if I'm not fixing stuff, because it's usually I've just forgotten. It's not that I'm not trying. I'm just like, oops. Slipped my mind. Alright. This is the Beheeyem-line again in Pokemon Black. Remember, it's very important. Miracle Eye is too strong. It's definitely banned. Let's go. I don't think I clicked the Set ROM starter button, so I'm going to have to go back and do that. the way it works is I don't use the universal Pokemon randomizer anymore. So I just have a button that allows me to like set which starter is available at the beginning. Oh, I also have to remember which team did I go up against. I think I should go up against... I think I should be taking the water starter so that I have type advantage against Bianca and so that Charon has Superior. Superior is so much better than all of the other starters. Sorry. Yeah, Superior is so much better. What did I do last time? I don't remember. It's hard to remember. I'm going to check. Embargo makes it so that you can't use ability held items, sorry. Yeah, Charon had Superior last time. This is by far the most difficult to go up against. So we're going to choose Oshawott as our starter. Oh, I love Pokemon Black. Pokemon Black is my favorite. Oh, her name is Hilda. This is the female character's name. I name myself after the female character in the games that I play as female. And I name myself Scott when I choose the male protagonist. Okay. Luckily we have confusion for these battles, although the rivals here, I believe they always throw the fights. They're so bad. Like if they get you to low health, they just start spamming their status move instead of trying to attack you. Get wrecked. Oh. Yeah, I believe the female character is faster than the male character in this game. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure. In some games it is the case. Like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it is 100% the case. Oh, what am I doing? I have to go get Bianca down here. I haven't played Black in quite a while. I have finished recording all of my Black videos for the year already. No, I don't want to give it a nickname. Yeah, I can see playing Black and White back in the day when they were first released and them not feeling like what you wanted from a Pokemon game. These are my favorite Pokemon games now, though. They have just enough of like the 2D sprite art and just enough modern stuff, and they run so quick. Ah, it's such a joy to play these games. And then we go to the 3D era, and my opinion of the Pokemon games starts going downhill. I liked it's actually the opposite effect. Like I really, really enjoyed the 3D Pokemon games the first time I played them. I'm gonna start again, sorry. I'm making so many tiny mistakes. It's not good enough. I also didn't have encounters on those routes, and I need them. It's not guaranteed, but you're most likely to win every time, yeah. That was better. Always play in winter, you get 2 extra rare candies. And there's some TMs, like the Flash Cannon TM that you can access. Oh yeah, my opinion of the 3DS games was really good when they first started coming out. I was like, these are amazing. This is what I've always wanted from Pokemon. And then over time, my opinion of those games has soured. And I think that comes down to the fact that they're not that replayable. And something that I love about the Pokemon series is how replayable these games are. After all, I literally played these games over and over again, and I don't buy new games. I just like playing old games. And these games specifically, they're so infinitely replayable. I think that's one of the reasons I love these games. So then when I look at a game like Sun and Moon, I'm like, oh, like it's missing that replayability, and that disappoints me. Although I do think that there is an argument to say, like, maybe games don't need to be replayable, and it's okay for a game to just be like a thing that you play once and you enjoy and then you're done with. I don't think that that's necessarily like not a good product. I think that that's just not really what I'm looking for in a Pokemon game. I was actually not a huge fan of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That's actually probably my least favorite 3DS Pokemon game. But X and Y is close. I think I like X and Y more because new Pokemon and new region. Sun and Moon are like unreplayable because of the cutscenes, but I loved playing those games. It is my favorite story for a Pokemon game. Okay, so we want to train here, and we want to train until we cannot use Confusion anymore to level as much as possible. And then, once we can't use Confusion anymore, we are going to spam out the rest of Growl. I just want to be the highest level before I start using Growl, so it's less likely for the enemy to knock me out with like a critical hit or something like that, because I know I'm lowering their attack. It's going to be pretty unlikely for a level 2 to get the knockout. I do like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, yes. I think that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are even less replayable than Pokemon Sun and Moon. Mostly because it feels like you should play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or you should play Pokemon Moon and Sun and Moon. It doesn't feel like you should play both of the games. Wait, I'm doing this wrong. We gotta talk to these people first. Juniper is gonna force me to heal. She forces you to heal here. Then you have to fight Anne. Luckily, you can just walk south and do it. It's 3 minutes in. I'm gonna restart. Eventually we'll get through this. Oh my gosh. Naming the player character is hard. I love Emerald. Emerald has grown on me a lot. Gen 3 overall has been my least favorite generation in the series. I don't have a lot of fond memories of Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm trying to build more with Gen 3 now that I'm playing them on the channel. I quite like solo challenges in Emerald. I think they're very interesting. Strategically, they're a lot more diverse than a game like Crystal. They're a lot more difficult also. They're one of the more difficult games. Unfortunately, they're one of the longer games. I'm not a huge fan of long games. That's one of the reasons I really like Pokemon Black and White. Nice bite-sized game. You can play this game in an afternoon if you're doing it on 4 times speed. I'm realizing how it is so hard to stream this game. This is not Crystal. Crystal is easy to stream. You have tons of time to just look at the chat while you're like beating up rockets and stuff like that. But this game, you gotta be dialed in. Everything is so fast. Hidden Power is a normal type move. That's why it's listed as a normal type move. Hidden Power is banned anyways. not using hidden power in first playthroughs. It should be crossed out. I don't know why it's not crossed out. It's probably not crossed out because it's in the level up learn set, which is probably... Oh, it might also be that the finish number or the attempt number is glitching the function that does that. Anyways. A lot of explanation for just, we're not using hidden power today. Okay, so after the mandatory heal, this is where we fight all the wilds. We have to defeat a purloin to proceed with the playthrough. I know it was crossed out earlier, I don't know why it went away. There's a bug somewhere. I think my muscle memory is okay in Gen 5. It's more short-term muscle memory because I haven't played this game in like maybe 3 or 4 weeks now. Probably more like a month, yeah. I was so into it at the beginning of the year. I was playing like sometimes 5 Pokemon Black playthroughs in a day. There was one Saturday where I played 5. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. It's a weekend day. I was just like, I'm just gonna... It's Pokemon Black day, let's go! I'm gonna play as much of this game as I can. Oh, it was so much fun. Someone mentioned the new Mega Meganium Mega Soul. Game Freak. I think they knew they were doing that to us. Mega Meganium Mega Soul. Mega. Thank you for that. What do I think of it? It's pretty cool. I love Meganium. Meganium is an awesome Pokemon. Gets way too much hate just for being not amazing. I really like its design. So I'm happy that we So crits happen really fast in this game. It's very hard to like monitor the battle and know when you're about to die. So I have to play a little bit carefully here and run away in advance of getting too low on health after seeing a crit. Like I saw how much damage the crits were doing. It was like maybe a quarter. So if I get like into orange health, like now I need to be safe and run and heal. Just because stuff happens really fast and we'll waste way more time blocking out once. Yeah, it learns Heal Block, and there's no way around that because the only way to get around that is knocking out Pokemon in less hits. But we have to use Confusion. So we would have to get lucky and see a bunch of really high-leveled Pokemon in this area. And if we were able to do that, then we could do it. Like, I think there's level 4s here. So, like, if we were able to get only level 4s and two-shot all of them... Alright, let's go. Okay, note, if you block out here, you have to watch the whole cinematic again. So saving is better than blocking out. If you save, you don't lose money. So reset. Reset for this fight. Either way, you have to watch the whole cinematic again. It's very frustrating. And you can't save here. There's no break before you fight in. We're over the damage rounding threshold at 8, so I'm hoping this is enough. Nope. Okay. In Gen 4, they made a change to Struggle, which is a terrible change for solo challenge quality of life. Struggle now deals 1/4 of the Pokemon's maximum HP in recoil every time it's used. So I can only use this move 5 times, so that's a loss. I can only use this move 5 times if my health is in uneven numbers, because the quantity of recoil rounds down. So if I have like 101 health, I'll deal 25 damage to myself every turn and survive on 1 hit point after the 4th struggle. I can use it a 5th time, but Beheeyem or LGM will knock itself out. Minor optimization. Wouldn't it be better to black out to your rival in the beginning of the game? Maybe. I don't think that that's going to save as much time, honestly, because here we need the better damage. So I want to be level 8 with the experience to have even a chance of beating N here, because obviously you can see that it's quite bad. And I don't want to train now with struggle. I will restart if I have to go to a higher level, because then I have to heal after using confusion once, go back, deplete all the PP, and then try again. But so you know, we can do it. So this is the right choice. It does standard rounding in Gen 5, not rounding down. Oh, really? They changed that. That's cool. I have to heal, sorry. I should have gone back and healed. There are some dark types, but we're going to get Miracle Eye at 11. So we're going to fight Pokemon until we get Miracle Eye. We just have to avoid Mally. Mally has a Purloin. There are also Wild Purloin in this patch, which I have a story about for later in the year. There are some, well, we have to train a wild Pokemon anyway, so we might as well fight some wild Pokemon here. But yeah, there are some Pokemon that are going to want to knock out the Purloin in this patch. We'll talk more about them later. Yeah, we might have crit N. I don't know. It's so fast. I can't see when it's critting if I'm looking at chat even for a moment. If I never look at chat ever again, I will be able to see the crits, but if I ever look away, I will not be able to see them. They are so fast. Sometimes even when scrubbing through the video, not frame by frame, but like several frames at a time, probably I have to run away. I miss them still, the crits. So you might occasionally get like voiceover from me for one of these black videos where I say like, wow, they did a lot of damage or something like that, and I just miss a crit just because they're going by so fast. Salamence 6791. I think you meant to say definitely. And that made me relate to you very much, because every time I try to spell definitely, you wrote defiantly, but every time I try to spell definitely, I spell some other word, and then even autocorrect is like, we don't know what you're trying to spell right now. That's not a word. There is nothing that we can even suggest to you that is close to this. I'm like, I think what I'm saying is close to definitely, but I don't know how this word is spelled. And then I look it up, and then I try to memorize how it's spelled, and then the next time I sit down to spell definitely, I'm like, actually, I don't know how to spell definitely anymore. I'm going to do my best, and it's never good enough. I would like to say that it's a symptom of me growing up with spell check and computers, but I don't think that's the case. I think I'm just bad at spelling and bad at grammar and speaking and these kind of things. They're tricky tasks now. There we go, Miracle Eye. Bianca. No dark types in this battle, so we don't need Miracle Eye for her. But we do need Miracle Eye for various other trainers around in the early game. Oh, let's go! Confusion on the Tepig. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Yeah, I learned a thing or two. Okay, so she's got Purloin. They do not have dark moves though, so Miracle Eye? Confusion. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, did you see that? This is why this move is banned. This is why this move is banned. You know, we're using bad moves today, but not every day. We can't always have nice things. Did you see how strong that was? The dark type is supposed to be the counter to the psychic type. It is supposed to make psychic types suffer, but it doesn't. So that's why we had to ban it for other challenges. Oh, Charon's pretty good to block out too in this part of the game. You don't have an HM user yet. That's why I didn't get the monkey. So if you lose here, you just block out, take the experience from the Snivy. He's usually not that good here. It's really only if like the Purloin, because it's a dark type, is going to cause problems, or if the starter is going to cause problems. There is a challenge that will... That Charon battle is going to be very interesting to talk about. Ooh, yeah, I got it. The overlay doesn't notice. Yeah, I didn't program around Miracle Eye because it's banned, of course. I don't know where the flags are in the battle ram, so I have no way of tracking any of the... I have no way of tracking any of the, like, status flags. If I did have a way of tracking the status flags, then I could show it. Status flags are, like, is using defense... Oh, like, has used defense curl, which is used for rollout. Does have leech seed on it. All of that stuff. Basically, like, when the Pokemon sets something up and it's, like, an on or off effect... yeah, the status flags control that, and I just don't have a way of detecting them right now. So Confusion's pretty good here, and he likes to use Workup. Well, he also likes to use Bite, which is unfortunate for me. I think I'm gonna lose. Losing here is okay. The Blackout is fine. This gym is not complex, and it's very fast to get back from the Pokemon Center to here. The real mistake here was just not using an Oranberry. I noticed it right after I saved, and I'm like, I'm not going to put the Oranberry on and then save again. I should have. Ah, Confusion there is nice. And it didn't work up into Bite, instead did the opposite order. Let's go. Weird. Well, we're not going to have a trio split for some reason. I haven't seen that before. Just like gave us other splits. Weird. Ah. So this early game is way better than before. Last time this was like 45 minutes, I think. I think the splits will be off strike by the time we beat Lenora, though. We get Psybeam at 15. This will be nice. Miracle Eye. Oh, it's so good knocking out dark types like that. I love this game. This game is so good. Miracle Eye is banned. I accidentally used it. It was an accident, I swear. Nope. Can be really good to buy Paralyze Heals and Antidotes here. You don't always need them, but when you don't have them and you really want them, then you regret not buying them. I don't like to have regrets in first playthroughs or first playthrough simulations. This is a first playthrough simulation because we're trying to go back and re-rank it. You have to do this battle with the monkey on your party, by the way. You cannot do it without the monkey on your party. We'll just leer. If you try to fight them without the monkey, they refuse to fight you, and then they just like send you back. Oh, I used Miracle again. They'll just send you back. We put this in the place of heal block. Yeah. Yeah, our speed is awful. It's really awful. Look at this. We underspeed both of these. It's so bad. At least we have a solution for everything this time. That's another thing. With slow Pokemon, it's really good to buy healing items. This can be my HM user. So Pidove, I have switched to being my flying HM user rather than the Woobat. I think Pidove is vastly superior to the Woobat. You can find Pidove easier. It's over here. Also, when you're searching for the Woobat, the issue with searching for the Woobat is that you can run into Roggenrola. You want to fill up your party. Well, I can catch this Woobat. I have a Dusk Ball, so... catching the Woobat is good to fill up the party, obviously, but you don't, like... You want to avoid getting Roggenrola in your party if at all possible. If you... you can knock out Pokemon on the final teams with your HM users because of Sturdy if you're not paying attention. Cool bot. Thank you for the comment about Miracle. I don't think you understand the power of Miracle Eye. That's what I really think it is. I think that you need to do some serious thinking about Miracle Eye. It's very good. Wouldn't want it getting abused in these solo challenges, so I had to just make sure that it was taken away. We're gonna have a full team of Pidove. It's great. Oh no, we actually don't need this one. No! Well, we got it. We can leave one empty slot here for the Tortuga later in the playthrough. Oh, this is actually great. Let's fight it. It's a Speedy Bee. This guy also has a Blitzel, so we can fight it for speed too. Purloin is also speed. So we'll just... no, speed. We'll take this speed as well. And then we're not going to fight anyone else here. So it's like the reorder your moves simulator. We'll leave Miracle Eye in slot 4 because it's banned. Pidove is attack, so I shouldn't be fighting it. Yeah, they were like, Psychic types were too strong, so we're going to give them the Dark type in Gen 2. And they're like, well, they're still probably too strong, so we'll give them Calm Mind in Gen 3 and make them better. I don't get that one. But then eventually they were like, well, we got to really nerf them. And then in Gen 5 they just decided that Psychic types needed to be terrible. So they made them all have no speed. There's a lot of blackouts in this section. It's always good to buy stuff that you think you're going to need, so just pick that up now. I guess I'll grab these. Just use up the money. This should be easy. He's got a fighting type as his ace. Wow. He did okay. Abra solo went? Oh no. Alright, so I'm level 17 this time. This is not going to be high enough, I don't think, to look away if you don't like visually disorienting stuff. We must find the Audino. I forgot to deposit my team, yeah. Look at how much experience that gives you. I'm not going to run back and deposit my team now. We're going to do some of these. Don't give up on Headbutt. Headbutt in the place of Growl. I don't think Growl is very helpful against Lenora. Oh, oops, sorry. Look at how much the Timpole gives, by the way. Like, that's why you don't fight Timpole, you just wait for the Audino. Like, fighting all the random stuff here is so bad. Even the trainers on the previous route are just nowhere near as good for time as the Audino. It's on a bad tile. I hate when they're on bad tiles because you gotta repel them. And the inventory works really badly in Pokemon Black. It puts the new items at the top. Absolutely one of the most frustrating things about this game. I go here because on 4 times speed it's really hard to precisely move around. You'll accidentally like clip a grass patch or something if you're elsewhere. And then you run into wild encounters by doing that, and I don't want to do that. Also, if you accidentally hit a wild, like a patch, when there is a shaking patch and the patch generates an encounter, the shaking patch goes away when you respawn in the overworld. Oh, scary. I'm going to go back to the center now, deposit the HM users. Always deposit first. Oops, I'm being slow. Oh yeah, I forgot you just spam Aether. This is so much better than like Crystal and stuff like that. Yeah, free space is nice in the inventory when they give that to you. I'll fight her now. I wanted to fight her at a higher level, but I guess just whenever you get headbutt is good for this fight, because then you can knock out the Muna quickly. And then she gives you healing. I could have avoided healing in the center and just fought her, but I'll chance it. Yeah. She heals you every time you talk to her, which is why it's... I didn't do that earlier because I was thinking the Muna might be scary. It is actually scary for some Pokemon. I've got videos coming up where like she'll just like completely destroy me like 5 times in a row when I'm trying to get the heal point. You got to be a little bit careful with her with some Pokemon. Obviously not in this case. I was just being like... I was just like doing my default thing, and my default thing was not correct in this case. No, I'm doing these re-rankings because I switched to a different emulator. The new emulator runs much faster. Like, maybe like 25 to 35% faster. So the runs will naturally just be much quicker. And there's no way for me to like go through and retime the old replays from the old emulator on the new emulator. So because of that, there's just like a time difference. And there's a perception problems and stuff relating to all of that. So I think the easiest way is just don't prepare too much. Come back and try again. I am so glad I didn't get an encounter there. That was terrible motion, and the, what's it called, went away. We are not using Hidden Power in this run. I understand if you think that Hidden Power should be available. That is fair. And I look forward to seeing your videos in Pokemon Black, where you do use Hidden Power through level up with this line. I will use it next time when I start fully evolved as Beheeyem, because I'm going to do all the species in this game as well, because I am enjoying this game so much. Audino give much more experience than the early trainers. Much more. It's ridiculous. The early trainers do not give very much. Yeah, Hidden Power fighting would be incredibly good here, yes. I think that if you are going to do this run in the future, you want to run Hidden Power fighting. That's the obvious choice for this line. Because Hidden Power is special starting in Generation 4, so we're using our higher attacking stat, plus we get super effective damage. Last time I won here at 23, so that's why I targeted this level. Oh. Move aside, bookshelf. I don't know, I'll probably Chesto Berry this. But I assume we're going to lose here a little bit, even if we're at a decent level. A good level, yeah. Gonna get lucky now. Nope. Yeah, Lenora feels way too difficult for the early game, and then Skyla and Bryson feel awful. Drayden is like fine. He's not good, but he's better than both Skyla and Bryson. See, this is fine. There we go. Splits they're back in action now. 25-53. Like, Hidden Power fighting might have let me get through that on my first attempt, or maybe at a lower level. The lower level would save quite a bit of time, because Audino training is time intensive. Even while it is faster, you don't have to go back to the center. The nice thing about unlocking Sherry earlier for training is that you can just use her now. That sounds wrong. If you deposited your HM users, those people don't fight you. And now we don't even need to use Miracle Eye. We have a different solution. No, Miracle Eye's banned. Sorry, what was I saying? Blacked out there for a second. These people give you berries. I am going to fight the guy who has McGill. He is coming up here. He has a Pecha Berry when you defeat him. And the Pecha Berry is quite good against Berg. Maybe not, actually. Do we need it? Like, are we gonna one-hit the Whirlipede? We might one-hit the Whirlipede. If we one-hit the Whirlipede, then we don't need it. You only need one Repel for the forest if you skip Grass Knot. Oh, scary. We're gonna grab the Quick Claw. Leaving by. Okay, bye. For those of you who don't understand, sarcasm. Miracle Eye is not actually banned. Okay, so talk to this guy. Quick Claw. Get Quick Claw. Quick Claw is really good early into the run. We're gonna try and get more speed EVs in this playthrough than I did last time. The Macho Brace. We can also run. There's quite a few of items that will be useful in this section of the run. The other one here will be, what's it called? Eviolite. Also, it can be good to buy potions here. Stop. This door is so hard. One of the most difficult doors in the whole game. It's really, really challenging to tell where your player character is. I'm always like one tile too high or one tile too low. Yeah, occasionally Drayden does decide to go for Dragon Tail like over and over again. That can be bad. I think last time Lenora was like, I don't know, it was like an hour or something. It was so bad. These games are great. I don't know if we'll be able to get this. If we can't, we'll fight the Basculin people. Yeah, we don't have it. So the Basculin people, I will have you know, give speed EVs. So fighting them is really good for slow Pokemon. They give 2 speed EVs each. Oh, we might lose here. Maybe we get to repeat this fight? Oh, well, that was really close. The guy with 4 is going to be impossible, but we can block out him. We healed in the center, so we won't go back that far. I spent all my money on super potions, so I don't care if I black out here. I just want the speed EVs. Oh, they're lower levels. Okay. This is like 8 speed EVs right here, and then the previous battle was 4. Pretty solid. Yes! 3 HP for both of them. Alright. You may not know about this house, but if you talk to this guy, he heals you. It's great. This might give us the Eviolite, which I'm hoping. 19. No, we still need one more Pokemon. That's annoying. Well, back to the gym. Oh. How on earth would you defeat Bisharp? Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's neutral. Crocodile is more annoying. You have to hit the Crocodile with Shadow Ball. After Calm Mind. It's slow. This is the faster motion. The, oh gosh, not that. This. I used to go, like, hug the right side there to get around, but you don't have to do that. Yeah, that house is like the SSN. Exactly. Oh, ridiculous. Okay. Borg obviously has a type advantage, so we want the Eviolite. This is a lot of running around. In most challenges, I would try to avoid this, but LGM is real awful. I do need a heal. Crocodile is so much fun. I played with the Crocodile line. We're going to see the Crocodile line later this year. Yep. Love it. A lot of fun Pokemon. Oh, I also made it so the Eviolite does not boost the stats of fully evolved Pokemon on my overlay anymore. So, yeah. Alright, let's see if we can do this. One shot. Not a one shot. One shot. Protect. Pretty annoying. Well, alright. Things are going better than they were last time. No, I hate these doors. Yeah, Moxie. Yeah, Moxie is an awesome ability. Sheer Force, Moxie. There's some really good abilities in this generation. Please, use all your potions right there. Oh, strange she sent in the Pignite second. I didn't think she'd do that. Of course this lives through 2 hits. Of course it does. Bulkiest Psychic type. I love the Musharna line, but it is going to be another line that is awful in these solo challenges, unfortunately. Alright, Charon. Look at the speed comparisons here. Like, it's not a good scenario. Oh. Simple Beam. No, we don't want Simple Beam. Oh, we're gonna do this. Oh, what?! Let's go! No. I think that's the most I've ever gone into that building. Not even in a single playthrough, just overall. So last time I got the Rock Tomb TM. I think I'm going to skip it this time. I think for a special attacker, Rock Tomb is not so good. And Psybeam's pretty excellent. I have not played the Electros line, no. I really like the design of the Electros line. I like the designs of most Gen 5 Pokemon, to be fair. This guy gives Macho Brace. No, not yet. I find that it's pretty good to fight N first. Yeah. And then we'll fight N, and then we'll do Macho Brace. after registering the bicycle. It tends to be like, and Macho Brace is bad because you usually underspeed a bunch of his Pokemon. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I've never looked at their exact speed values and memorized them. So like, are we just gonna be slower than everything? No, we're not. Okay. So like, I think it was a good call here to not run Macho Brace, but then we'll run Macho Brace inside the gym because we're gonna be slower than all the Pokemon inside the gym anyway. Oh. That's really bad damage range. We should do some training first. These people over here give okay experience yields. They're not the best people in the entire game, but if you need a damage rounding threshold or something, just come over here. And damage rounding threshold should be enough for that Pokemon on N's team, the Scraggy. Unfortunately, you have to watch this whole cinematic again no matter what you do, so it's better to block out, especially because you spend your money on return right before this, so you have almost no money left over to lose. Alright. Uh-oh. Well. Yeah, and has short-term amnesia. Yeah, he's like, we gotta go on the Ferris wheel again. Again! Miracle Eye the Scraggy for super effective psychic move. Yeah, well, I have to hit 2 attacks. I did not hit 2 attacks last time. I'll try that this time. If it, what's it called? Swaggers right away. Yeah, that worked. But we can still die. I think we die again. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Route 9 and train more. This is Route 9, right? Route 16. Never mind. Route 16. I'll just fight everyone here. Oh, oops. Yeah, Energy Ball is post-game. Yeah, we can't access it now. Oh no. He's Scraggy. Oh. That is so much damage. Wow. Yeah, the moves that are crossed off on the moveset on the right-hand side of the screen they are not available. Oh yeah, I have to go. Sorry, we gotta dress up now. It's dress up time. You have to do this before you leave through that gate, but you can go out through that gate and fight some people. You just normally don't do it. Oh, most important part. Can we do it? That doesn't look good. No. Let's try maracas. Can we do that? No. That's a tie. Well, you'd actually look good with a tie. Yeah. All right. Don't get mad at me for not pausing the timer. I just had to play the game. I'm playing the game. We need the best possible solution there. I think I found it. Did you fight me? Yeah. Ooh, 3 monkeys. Oh, Whirlipede, nice. Fast KOs if they didn't have Protect. Like, Zen Headbutt is better effective power, but the unfortunate thing about Zen Headbutt is, oh, Speed EVs, let's go. Wow, I'm paralyzed. I'll go back and heal now. I'll try again at 32. Lenora is... I think Lenora is better than Elisa. Elisa is very good. She's definitely better than Clay and the trio. They feel like kind of equivalent. I think Elisa and Lenora are similar. Berg is just a little bit easier than both of them, but Berg is also very good. We lucked through him. All right, this is easy this time apparently. Don't get hit by Swagger. We could maybe pick up for this fight next time, pick up a person berry and then make the fight easier. Don't do this. Don't do this. Terrible choice to open the menu in this gym, because then this little cart skips you by. You should open it right here. Now we got Macho Brace. But next time we could pick up a person berry by fighting a Timpole early on. Oh, I see what you're saying. Now we got all the speed EVs. But we have to open the bag like 15 times because static is good and spark is good. We're going to be slower than all these Pokemon anyway, so it makes sense to run Macho Brace here just to gain the speed EVs. I don't like blacking out to Elisa, but blacking out to Elisa when gaining speed EVs sometimes makes sense. Or I allow myself to black out to Elisa. Maybe in the end it's not going to be the choice that I make, but we'll see how strategy evolves over time. Right now, I think it's the correct choice to block out to Elisa. Like, one reason not to block out to Elisa is you're using a Cherry Berry and you only have one. Then don't. But, like in this case, I think it's pretty solid to block out to her. Well, if we can get speed EVs. We are, but only like 2. Not great. We have to train anyways. Yeah, this gym is long. That's the reason I really don't like the blackouts here. Gym takes forever. See, if you just run straight in, you get into that cart. But when I open the inventory, it doesn't pause the cart motion. So then the cart skips you. Oh yeah. I have to run around her. It's mandatory. Twisted Spoon would be nice here. Wow, that was good. Oh, still only 2. Or still 4. Because we doubled them. All right. Gosh. Well, Nimbasa City is being absolutely awful today. Nimbasa? Nimbasa? I don't know. It's Nimbasa City. Nimbasa City. It's like that forest in Crystal. I just don't say its name anymore. I tried. I asked everyone how to pronounce it. I got answers. None of them were helpful. Everyone said different things. What? Why aerial ace? Yes, I'm so glad I got that card. It'll take a while to... I'm gonna try Zen Headbutt, but then I can get paralyzed. That's the problem with Zen Headbutt here. Okay, it's not much better. So, yeah. Is this even... Yeah, Autono training is not that fast right now. Autono give HP EVs as well, so we want the speed EVs. What we're looking for here is speed EVs. This is speed EV training. With the upside of crit for easy Elisa win. Keep going with the playthrough. Autono are not great in this section of the run. They're really, like, you really want to be using the Autono training right before Lenora. That's when you want it. Yeah, I'll do black and white too, for sure. Like, even these battles, we get 4 speed EVs every time we do it. It's pretty good. We'll get lucky. Or we'll just train to a level. And we need to be 42 for Clay anyways. There's not that many trainers between here and Clay. So we're going to have to grind at some point. I just want to grind in a way that's going to give me the speed EVs that I need. Like that. Like, that's really good. That's really good Emolga. Hey, we knocked out 2 Pokemon for once. If this was like, if Pokemon was like the real world, you'd have to pay to go into a gym like this. Just thinking about that. You'd probably have to pay to fight the gym leader and then like pay for them to issue the badge. Gotta go to your Poke job, earn some money so that they can finally issue the badge for you that you earned 5 weeks ago. This is really not going well. Makes me wonder if maybe Rock Tomb for the speed drop would have been really good here, and I did the right thing the first time around. It's just physical, and it has terrible accuracy, and you have to go so far out of the way to get it. If it had later gen Rock Tomb power, then it would be useful. Yeah, Pokemon centers, you just can't go there anymore. Alright, well, we used the potions right there. It's pretty good. It's getting close. The range is getting close. We're going to start one-shotting. And when we start one-shotting, this will get easy. I think the speed EVs are going to pay off in the late game. We're not going to see the effects of this training for quite some time. No, I missed it. No. Okay, come on. Now that we're doing... Maybe we can Zen Headbutt it down? Oh, I think it crit. No, we can't. Oops. Psych up. Cool, but no. Useful in Crystal. Yeah, we could take off the macho brace and have Eviolite. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's try that. Try it this time. We gained a bunch of speed EVs here. It's good enough. Come on. Hopefully it'll be enough for the late game. I'm worried though, because I'm going to go into the late game at a lower level. We'll be fine now because we're not taking much damage. We're not going to get paralyzed. Alright, now we need to train like 6 more levels. Whoa, still close, oh my gosh. What are my speed EVs now? 114. We got strength. I want all the candies. Oops. Oh my gosh. Blacking out to chair in here tends to be better than trying to save. The save takes a while and the center is really close. Well, it did not go well. This was really close. Yeah, Rock Tomb is to make the Emolga slower, correct. The damage is worse than Psybeam. Okay, we can actually go Macho Brace for the next little section. There's a decent number of Pokemon like Liepard and Trubbish that will be good to knock out with it. I think I played that section of the game wrong. I probably should have beat her. I don't know. There's not very much like good training here, and I'm probably going to use all of it anyways. Like, I don't know what the right choice is. Get this for later. I guess I could fight extra trainers in here. Don't normally fight these people. Like, that's so little experience. Like, this isn't even worth it. They're all not very good either. Like for EVs. What do you give? Maybe I have to candy here. Yeah, level 42 evolution is so bad. But it's not as bad as some Pokemon, like specifically the Vanilluxe line. That line is terrible. Why did they do that to it? It evolves at like 38 into its second stage. Or 40 or something. It's just absurd. No. We want to keep the Macho Brace for this section. Macho Brace for sure. Believe me. We don't want to keep putting it on and putting it off. We're going to waste way more time doing that. Like this, we want it on for Pokemon like this. We get 4 all in one go. And then there's some Trubbish here, which give 1. This guy. We'll obviously take it off inside of the gym. We don't have any super repels, do we? Although I probably just want to fight wild Pokemon here. That's an odd note. Well, it's gone now. Oh, the Swadloon is even good. Deerling give good speed. This will give good speed, wouldn't it? Or no. Gives something else. What does this give? Special attack. Well, special attack is nice to have, but good luck getting those EVs. I only have 8, by the way. 8 special attack EVs and 0 special defense. This whole playthrough, I have not earned a single special defense EV. Psychic. Yes. Major upgrade. Do you fight me? Yeah. Timble. Those all give speed, by the way. There's actually a lot of speed EVs over here. Wow. This is great. This is why we don't swap on and off the Macho Brace. Macho Brace. Oh, I said it again. I knew eventually it would come back. Someone made fun of me once for that. Yeah, let's go. Ought to know. Oh, wait, maybe not. Alright, we're good. See, did you see how little that gave? That didn't give that much. That was not like before. It's not like the experience we used to get from that. Oh, this will be nice. Special attack? Yeah, I don't know what the Frillish gives. Oh, special defense. The first one. We earned special defense for the first time. Right there. You were here. This gives attack. I'm going to run away from this. Oh, yeah, I've never actually jumped down there. That does get me back here really fast. Yeah, we're an hour in and we haven't even seen Beheeyem yet. I know, right? Was it holding a cherry berry? Or did it just faint really quickly? I don't want to find these. I want the special attack. You get special attack EVs and slow. Yeah, but we're not going to train there. We're going to repel that entire area. We don't need to train there. We need to train right now. Once we evolve, we're not going to need to train. That's the thing, is like we can like target an area for certain EVs, but that there needs to be like a synergy between the area we're training in, where we need the training to overcome a significant threat. Clay was brutal last time I tried to beat him with LGM. I had to do this training last time and level up here and then get Beheeyem. I'm only going to go to 41 because the wild training is so slow, as you can see right here. I'm going to go to 41, and then once I get to 41, I'm going to candy once. And I'm going to go into the gym, like, right about now. Oh, what does this give? I don't know. I didn't see. At least I got 18 special attack EVs. Special attackers are usually just fine. You don't have to do any grinding. I guess for, like, different formats, but in this format you shouldn't have to ever grind in Celestic Tower because that section of the game is pretty easy. Should not be fighting any wild Pokemon by that point. Okay, so we're gonna take away. Yeah, I want to take the Macho Race just because I don't want to be moving second anymore. So close. We should get it from here. I hope. I hope. I don't want to leave. Do I have to leave? I have to leave. Well, I can fight him. Okay. Not really optimal because I'm going to waste some experience, but it gets the job done. This is at least faster than having to leave the entire gym and fight a wild Pokemon. Silver lining, I guess. Oh. Can't do that this time, I guess. Oh my gosh. I'm trapped. It's a maze. It's weird when, like, one of the platforms is not where you expect it to be. No, there's no platform there. Where's the platform that I want? I'm confused. Can I find it here? Well, this goes back to the beginning. I'm just going to reset the platform so I know actually how to solve it. I know how to solve this only when I do all the right things, not when I make one misplay. There we go. Finally, we are evolving 1 hour and 5 minutes into this run. Okay. I guess we don't really have good held item. 125 base attack. Base special attack. This thing's pretty good when it comes to special attacks. But unfortunately Excadrill resists them. Which makes it quite scary. Did I heal? No. That'll help. I'm also gonna PP up Psychic. We don't need Calm Mind for this section of the game. It doesn't matter when it comes. Waiting one level is going to be way slower than getting Calm Mind. Believe me. Because this next section of the game is very easy, and we gain a ton of levels. So even if we have to wait a bit for Calm Mind, that's fine. As long as we have it before the Elite Four, we're fine. Because we're also not going to want to waste time with Calm Mind in the next section of the run. We're just going to want to one-hit everything. With some Pokemon, it does make sense to wait for Calm Mind and get it. And with other Pokemon, I don't think it makes sense. We could also just like get the candy and get it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't think this matters. We have now arrived at the easy portion of the game. Like, of course, this is going to take time to knock out, but... No, we're not fighting any Pokemon in Celestic Tower. We're not going to Macho Brace. We're going to Lucky Egg. We don't want to do anything other than Lucky Egg for the next section of the run. We want levels now. We have 172 speed EVs. You don't beat the champion in this run? No, I don't beat the champion in this run. I beat Getsus. Getsus is the final trainer. Okay, Lucky Egg. Yeah, Calm Mind's only 45. That's fine. It's 3 levels off, and we're not going to need it. 2 levels off. One Pokemon that like Pokemon that do make sense, I think, to save the level is like if you learn like Earthquake or something, like 3 or 4 levels early, it can be really good to wait and get Earthquake. I know I've done that before with some species. I might have also waited and got Calm Mind with Beheeyem in my original challenge with it. I don't remember. I just remember, like, what I remember about the first challenge was that I really, really, really needed to evolve for Clay. So like here we could Macho Brace to get more speed EVs, but I don't think it's worth switching off. No more Miracle Eye. I think we're done with Miracle Eye. It's just there because we are a Psychic type and we get no other moves. We will get the candy in the basement today. I do like maple syrup and poutine. Lived in Montreal for a while. When I was young. So nice not making contact with this Pharaoh Seed. Iron Barbs does so much damage. I think it would be faster to get out of the cave using escape rope. No, probably not. Maybe though. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Charge Beam. So if we Macho Brace, we switch it off for this fight, and then we switch it back on. Or we go through the whole Flying Gym with Macho Brace without... so we get Calm Mind now, but yeah. You see, this is why Calm Mind was not necessary, because while we could maybe Calm Mind on Clay, I don't think Calm Mind on Clay is the better strategy, because if we're going to do it on the Krokorok, we're going to get hit by... you only need 2 B clicks there, by the way. And here, hold B, run to this point, click B, then get by. Thanks, Austin, for that awesome tip. But like, it's very clear that we did not need Calm Mind between Clay and Skyla. I didn't withdraw. Terrible mistake. So bad. This is costly. I fought him already. Out. Really don't want to do this. Oh no! Oh no, yeah, oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, I thought this was the trainer that has that, like, the rotation battle. That rotation trainer is this person. They are awful to fight. Never ever fight the rotation person. There we go, got back. Okay. One mistake per Beheeyem. No, I think the other mistake is maybe overtraining with Eviol without... Like, I think I should have switched from Eviolite earlier. And, or switched to Eviolite earlier. But, you know... I want to finish this run at a lower level than I did last time. Last time speed was very important. So, maybe it was the correct choice. Another reason, potentially, depending on where you are, like if you're somehow able to beat Clay before you would get Calm Mind, like let's say we're starting fully evolved, we can probably beat Clay at a much lower level. If we can do that, then Calm Mind, obviously Calm Mind's going to be further away, but you can just use Charge Beam to boost your special attack if you need to. Obviously not for Clay. Charge Beam is irrelevant there. Because you can't get it either anyway. No Psychic yet either. Sorry, Thunderbolt yet either because we have to get Surf in order to get access to it. Also, this Swoobat is so fast. It's always outspeeding me. Aww. What is happening? That was too many turns not doing anything, and I have no healing items. Or no, I do. Do I? No. I have like 8 potions. Is that enough? It is! Alright. I do not want to leave this gym and come back in. No. Oh yeah, Hidden Power Fighting. Next time Hidden Power Fighting for Clay, for sure. Super effective damage on the Excadrill. That'll be nice. Just don't miss. Scout is bad. I'm streaming and I'm making mistakes because I'm streaming and trying to talk and read 2 chats at once. So I'm saving in case I make very silly plays, like spamming Calm Mind or something in the wrong place and then I lose. It has been known to happen. Today feels like whiplash. Yesterday I played... I am so happy. I did 2 playthroughs of Shelter yesterday. One with Speedrunner and Snowy. We all did it together. And Discord crashed while we were playing it, which was hilarious. So we were like checking in the chat. Snowy was like sending some strats and stuff like that. We played Shelter 1, then Discord started working again. And after Discord started working again, I got really inspired. So then we all, like Redriosi, Axukari Sora, Elite... Was Elite for Alex there at some point? I don't remember. Redriosi, Axukari Sora, Smash Math. There was a whole bunch of us. We were all there. We were all optimizing it. Then I played a second run. And after playing the second run, I was so happy with that run. I am so happy with how it turned out. And I cannot wait to show everyone that run. Huh. Do I have to go back? At least I have a fly user. Yeah, Snowy was there. Snowy, thank you for playing two what's it called, runs with me. Kind of roped you into the first one initially. You just showed up to watch and then I was like, yeah, play it with us. This absolutely awful Pokemon. I'm so happy with, yeah, the second Shelter run, just, it turned out like, mwah. Yeah, I can't wait to make that video. I might record voiceover for that tomorrow, even though I haven't done voiceover for a bunch of the videos before it. It's really nice when you work on optimizations or you play a Pokemon and you're like, oh, this Pokemon is just terrible, and then you do the optimizations and then everything just like perfectly lines up and comes together. Oh, I love it. Okay. Twist Mountain. So Stoutland has finished the game already. 7 minutes ago. That's the line as well. That's not Stoutland. That's the entire line starting as Lillipup. It is so ridiculously good. Oh, if this is a jam, I don't care. I don't want to have a wild Pokemon. So it's a Shelter one. Yeah, it's in Crystal. Crystal Shelter. Shelter only. Crystal. Austin does this. Oh, I did it. It worked. Also, Max Potion. Cool, right? Okay, for this gym, you really want to have at least one physical move, even if you're a special attacker, so that you can knock out the Cryogonal quickly. Like this Cryogonal has Ice Beam. Oh, we speed diet. Oops. Well, it still worked. We speed tie it, which was nice. We leveled up right in time to speed tie it, but you just want to be able to one-shot them because they have Ice Beam, so they can freeze you. It's very frustrating when they do. Okay, Light Screen Tournament was great. Yeah, perfectly executed. I know, right? Yeah. Talking about it and then use Psychic on the Cryogonal. At least it was still a one-hit. Beheeyem's special attack's pretty good. It's pretty good. If only it like could put some of its other points, not special attack points, but something into speed. I want like, do we learn Recover? That's fine. Give up the physical move that I was just talking about right before more Cryogonal. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, right? The more random NPCs have Cryogonal, though. These are vanillish. And Bryson. The only Pokemon to fear on his team is the Swag Bear, as Speedrunner says. This gym is so long, if you fumble, the save is just worth it. So I think I will just Charge Beam, and that should be enough. Yeah. Do you fight any Crocodile soon? Oh yeah, right. You are right. We do have a Crocodile problem. Luckily we can teach Return with this Charge Beam. It's fine. We do have to fight some Crocodile soon. Oh, perfect execution running through the kids, yeah. It's really satisfying when it works. For a while I didn't even realize that you could go through there. And then I saw you do it and I was like, wait, there's a space? There is a space. So I guess I did need Return, and I should have just taught in the place of Charge Beam. Charge Beam isn't really necessary right now because we have Calm Mind if we really need to set up for a fight. We do have to go get Thunderbolt, though, to make Grimsley manageable. And I can't forget Shadow Ball in this section of the game. This section is the most Gauntlet-like. It's very similar to the Radio Tower plotline in Generation 2, where you just have to fight a lot of grunts over and over again. Luckily, a bunch of these grunts give give speed EVs. Special speed. They give special speed EVs, yeah. Like this one. I don't know if I'm gaining EVs anymore. Let's check. Yeah, I still am. Okay. I need to have on my overlay right now, I don't have a total EV counter. I just have a thing that shows me the number that I have in each stat. I'll build a thing that shows the total number so that I can get a sense for how close I am to the maximum amount. I have 170 attack, and after this battle, 200 speed. 8 special defense still. Yikes. Mach Bike in Gen 3? Yeah, maybe. You know, it's probably going to happen. If I keep playing these challenges long enough, eventually I'll be like, we gotta learn the Mach Bike. I am learning the bike in Gen 2. That was pretty clean. Can always be better, but Yeah, Watchog has probably finished the game by this point. It's a normal type. Normal types are really good in this game. They get work up. The mock bike, remember, does anyone have memories of playing those puzzles in the, like, Rayquaza's tower in Ruby and Sapphire? They took them all out in Emerald, but I thought for a while that was an error with my version of the game. It's like, wait, where are the puzzles? I'm like, well, like, I'm not going to complain because these puzzles were brutal. I remember as a kid just spending hours and hours getting so frustrated, and I was running out of repels, and I, like, couldn't do this one section of the puzzle. It would have been much more fun to work on those puzzles as a kid if you didn't have to constantly repel to get through them. And then, like, the clay dollar just showing up over and over again, and you're like, that section was no fun. No. Oh, wait. This is wrong. This is totally wrong. I will do this the correct way. So over here, by the starting towns, you can surf. No, this doesn't work either. This doesn't work either. What am I doing? I don't have a lot of experience with this. We go here. What we want to do is we want to go to the desert first. In the desert, we're going to get the fossil. Then when we revive the fossil, we'll get Tortuga. The bike is terrible here. You go really slow through the sand. That fossil is the cover fossil. I want to make sure that I am psychicking the Pokemon that do not need return to minimize my use of ether. I will probably have to use one more ether for this area. And hold my left here. This gives speed EVs, which is nice. At 203 right now. Oh, I think I've maxed actually Shadow Ball here because I didn't gain EVs from that fight. Yeah, the rock with the no collision. Yeah, I walked through it in this case. Inside Bryson's gym. You can rewind and check it out. You can skip one of the trainers by doing it. There's a PP up there. I think it's fine to just skip it. I don't remember if they have more than 3 crocodiles, so I'll just PP up. Or ether. Get my PP up. Okay. Garbodor is... What's our target speed? As high as possible. As high as possible. Like, Zekrom has 125. When I play this again, I will use a speed boosting nature. If we could get 131 by the end, I would be very happy. But I don't think we will. Okay, so... One thing that I have struggled with before is getting by this like trainer down here who runs back and forth. He catches me all the time. It's so frustrating. I figured out why I don't get by him most of the time. He still catches me occasionally now, but the real solution here is just to be confident and run. You usually get by him when you run, and you don't have to pass him twice if you do it in this order, which I just did. So you come here, cursor, come on, there we go. You come here. And then you just go down once and pick up the rare candy and then fly away. So if you walk over to him, you have to walk by him twice, which chances his encounter 2 times, which doesn't make sense. So do it after Relic Castle or skip that candy. That candy's fine. It's one of the first, it's in the middle of the ones that I would skip. Like I'll skip the Charged Stone Cave one before I skip that one. And then all these candies that I'm about to pick up right now, these are the candies that I'm going to skip in pretty much every playthrough. Only the bad Pokemon get them. And unfortunately, I consider Beheeyem one of the bad Pokemon. Oops. Of course it can't learn Strength. Although its little arms look kind of strong. Might be able to do some strong stuff. Okay, so what I was saying... No, there's no candy here. What am I doing? Candy is in Accumula Town. Okay, candy here. Yeah, we need the attack. Yeah, we want to probably minus special defense. So this is a very rare location to come to. It's slow. Watch how slow this is. Oh no. Well, you don't have to fight this person, but we don't even get a display for him. Oh, never mind. We do. We don't want to fight this person. Personberry. I guess that's good to know. If you hug here, I think you can usually get by her. Okay, so we go up here, hug the back, and then we can get by this guy. This person is a erratic spinner. Down here is the waterfall, HM. Typically you don't need the waterfall HM, so I just skip it. You hug left there, you only have to bypass him once, but if you go top and right, you have to go by him twice. Massive miscalculation. Then we take these rapids over to this little patch, where we have to go by this guy twice, and we get Thunderbolt. Quite slow, right? Waterfall. Tortuga can learn Waterfall, which is why it's a really nice HM user and really flexible. Then we're going to go back to Nimbasa City. Normally here, I would have grabbed the candy on Route 16 first. But in this case, I think it's better to grab it in this order, which took me a while to figure out. Because you get this candy, and then right next to it, there's this little spot where you would never go otherwise. But in here, there's this surf. You surf here. Go up the waterfall. Out here, another candy. Very fast if you have to get Thunderbolt and if you're getting the Route 16 candy. Both of which are not something you would do in every playthrough. So it's very rare for all of that to align where you're getting both Thunderbolt and you're also getting the candies. Because like even with Zeb's, well, I haven't really said, no, never mind. Zebstrika is coming out this weekend. I'm going to talk about strategy for a Pokemon I haven't even put out on the channel yet. Bianca. Final battle with her. She leads with Stoutland. I'm probably going to Calm Mind here because I have Recover. And I want to one-shot everything. It does Crunch. I don't care. 2 should be all I need. Don't want to over-set up. Maybe I should have used Return. You need Thunderbolt though, unfortunately for this one. Grimsley is just awful. Time for the gym that gives attack EVs. Too bad our EVs are already maxed because the rest of the game has been awful. Honestly, outside of Elisa, this playthrough hasn't been like devastatingly bad. I'm not as exhausted as I was last time. Last time I played this, I told my wife, I was like, oh, I just gotta finish up. I was like in the middle of the league. I think I was just about to start Grimsley. I'm like, oh, I just gotta finish up. Like, there's like 3 more battles. And then she's like, well, like, could you do it after dinner? I'm like, yeah, I can do it after dinner. That's fine. Then I like went to like, I think I said something like along the lines of like, yeah, I'll like come hang out with you once I'm done. Like, it'll be like 30 minutes. Sat down, played like an hour and a half more gameplay. Or like an hour more gameplay. It was so long. And then she's like, I have to go to bed now. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. I instead played Beheeyem all night. Hugo is sometimes scary, but not that scary if you have setup. See how much damage Revenge did? Wow. If you're weak to fighting type moves, you need to be very careful there. Things can go wrong very quickly. I'm starting to feel more warmed up for Pokemon Black. Like, I'm sure you can tell in like my motion and like how I'm controlling the menus and everything. It's feeling a lot better now. I haven't played this game in quite some time. I guess the last time I played was on stream with Zoroark. I'm figuring out a really good formula though behind the scenes to make these runs really enjoyable, even for Pokemon that are rough like Shelder and Gen 2. By the way, Shelder has base 25 special defense. I don't know if anyone realizes that, or if everyone realizes that. Only Pokemon that are worse than it are Caterpie, Weedle, I think Jigglypuff, and Magikarp. Every other Pokemon has higher special defense, or even special defense. There's also a lot of water types that have really bad special defense, and that was something that I never really recognized. Like, there's like Goldeen and Horsey, Wooper. What are they? Krabby. Krabby's the other one. Krabby is like base 30 or something, or base 25. It might be tied with what's his name? Shelter. But Shelter has the slow growth rate. Yeah, so that was Drayden. My new formula for getting these runs done, the painful ones, that formula is find someone that also plays the games and then play the games together. It's so much better. I just wish on some level that, or like right now, like Speedrunner, he's playing with my format, which is not the format that he plays, but it might actually be better if he would just play with his format, and then he could make a video out of it, and I could make a video out of it. Then we both get something out of the experience, rather than just like, he's just playing right now, and I'm getting video content out of it. Okay. Usually you get hit by Taunt here, so like one turn of Calm Mind should be enough, and then, well, Detect. What did that hit me with? Is that Night Slash or Assurance? Oh, this is why Superior is... Oh, no. Did we lose? Do we lose? Oh! Let's go! They heal you after this fight. It's very nice. Yeah. I was talking about one of the runs that Austin and I did in Black together, which I was so worried. I would have procrastinated on it for months and then played it like 2 days before the video was coming out. Sean would have had to panic edit it. Sorry, Sean. But luckily, Austin... Oh, Durant. I played Durant this year. It's coming out in the summer. We're running low on repels. Shanta is scary. She's got two very fast Pokemon, Whimsicott and Zebstrika. This can go wrong if you don't save. So I like to save here just to make sure that even if I get paralyzed and miss like 5 turns, I'll still not have to go back. That's the last rare candy before the league. Okay, our level is actually higher than I was expecting it to be here. Here. When he's going the upwards direction, you also go the upwards direction, so you can skip him. By the way, if you walk down right away when you come out of there, you will always skip that guy. Hug the bottom here. He has a Gigalith, which is very scary. Gigalith, one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 5. That is a masterpiece of a Pokemon. Can we have more Pokemon like that, please, Game Freak? Gigalith is just beautiful. Aw, how many candies do I have? Candies, 8. Well, let's go for it now. This is not platinum where you get 20 candies. Okay, speed 116. Watch this. Look at his speed stats, 112. Obviously he's not very scary, but it is nice to be able to move first against the Mienshao. It does have U-turn, which is super effective. Sock always takes so long to knock out if you don't have a multi-hit move. I don't know how many. That should be fine. What am I doing? Where is it? There it is. It's always good to give up return for this fight. And replace it with substitute. That's like a really generic switch that you can do right here. Because then you can oh. Shadow Ball is so annoying. There. Gotta get the use Will-O-Wisp. Oh, at least we're not using physical moves. Should be fine. Yep. For this fight, I will teach Shadow Ball. I'm basically working myself towards the moveset that I know that I need for what's his name? Grimsley, which is Thunderbolt now in the place of Psychic. Alright, we outspeed that. I'm sure the speed EVs helped there. Such focus on them. Maybe we still would have outsped though. It's like, we were like... This Elite Four is quite smooth so far. Oh, this one's going to be real bad. Alright, we gotta get lucky here. It's the only way. Hopefully sand attack. Yep. Beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Do we try? I think we try. 5+4. Let's see what we can do as the crocodile. We 2-shot? Oh, we 1-shot. Alright, let's go. Yes! Yes! Oh, this is so much better than last time. I was here until like hour 3. What do you mean lower levels early game means higher levels late game? What do you mean by that? Yeah, like delaying candies will mean a higher level in the late game, so like being in lower level throughout the majority of the playthrough to have candies later on because you didn't use your candies will mean a higher level at the end of the game. And then yeah, because of the experience formula, training at lower levels is very inefficient. I don't think, like, the statement is not entirely true that like lower levels in the early game means higher levels in the late game. That's not entirely true. It's just way slower to be a higher level earlier on. Because there's investment required for the higher level. And in this game, the investment is significant. I think it's this room. It is this room. I'm getting better at this game. Yeah, no, we have our HM users. We should have HM users at this point because we weren't intending to black out on the league. I forget which move I'm supposed to... It doesn't actually matter because I can remind both of them. Where is Psychic? Psychic. There you are. I think we just give up Shadow Ball. Nope. Misclicking. Oh, the levels went by pretty quickly. Between 40. I also candied from like, what's it called? 68? From 60 to 68. There is one more candy here, but like, look at my experiences. Experience makes me not want to pick up that candy. I'm so glad there aren't wild encounters here. Okay, I have changed something with how I approach this end fight. I never save in front of the first end battle. I always block out because I will deposit my HM users and then I don't have to catch Reshiram every single time. Whereas if you save and then you fight him over and over again and catch Reshiram each time, you're wasting like a ton of time. If you're going to black out to N 2 or more times, or lose to N 2 or more times, it is far more efficient to do it this way. So I think this is the better default approach if you don't know your strategy. And if you know your strategy, you probably shouldn't save anyways unless your strategy is really risky. Reshiram. Yeah, not adding Reshiram to the party. If you add Reshiram to the party, it automatically puts it in slot 1 and you have to switch out of it on turn 1. Okay, so we are slower than the Pokemon we were hoping to be. Maybe faster than, but it is what it is. Fusion Bolt's physical, which is annoying, and it sets up light screen. Maybe we need Recover for this fight. I think we need Recover. So we'll go back to Driftvale City, grab another Heart Scale, and we'll get Recover back. What does Recover go in the place of? We can fight this entire team. There are no Dark... Well, no, there's the Zoroark, so we need Thunderbolt. Oh, we give up... Wait, maybe we don't need Psychic at all. Or maybe we give up Substitute. Heart Scale. we're gonna have to black out to get this as well. That's fine. Because we need to do a move switcheroo. I want both Psychic and Thunderbolt so that we have coverage for Dark types. But we also need coverage for ground types because of the Seismitoad. At least we have a chance to win Getsis with this strategy, where we don't if we... Oh, sorry, I didn't deposit my HM users. Sloppy. I think there's a PC in here. There's a PC in one of these rooms. I think I can go back to the other PC just as fast. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, you were really helpful. Okay, don't step too far. Oh. What? Why did you not light screen? Yeah, we could patch out, but we have to patch out now as well. I guess we could just do that if we lose. Well, okay. If it crits, then yeah. Yeah, we'll try patch out. Let's try patch out. Oh, we don't have a patch out. Never mind. We didn't fight McGill. Remember? We skipped McGill, so we don't have Petra Berry. I'm not going back and withdrawing HM users and then trying to get a Petra Berry. Will you light screen? Okay, you light screen this time. Thank you. Ah, I have to heal on the light screen. Okay. It doesn't have very many fusion bolts, so we can stall the fusion bolts, and then we'll get Calm Mind set up, and then eventually we'll just be able to recover and sweep the whole team. No, here? Like this? And then like this. Yeah. Don't be evil. This Pokemon is so good. It's so good. Well, not today. That Vanillix, please. Is this the Zoroark? Oh, it's not the Zoroark. We are lucky about that team order. Wow. Gets this. Well, we're dead. See, this one ends quickly when you have Recover on your set and you can't get rid of it. Oh well. I guess I could psychic that for a little bit more experience. It's actually irrelevant at this point. I think this is actually how I played it last time. Did the blackout there and then came back in. With Substitute in place of Recover. Recover's helpful for the Zekrom and then Substitute's great here. I don't think I need to save. Because like it's gonna fail Toxic now over and over again, or Shadow Ball and try and break my Substitute, which I can just replace if I have to. And then by the time I get fully set up, he's just dead. Hey, this is better than I was expecting. Look at this. Look at this time. Look at this. Okay. 152.42. 7 resets, 17 blackouts. At level 74 with a game time of 7 hours and 18 minutes. How many times did he faint to Zekrom? Once? Twice? Twice. Twice to Zekrom, I think? I think it was twice. Alright, this is much better than it was last time, obviously. Unfortunately, I have bad news for the Beheeyem fans. I have good news for the Pokemon Black fans. I'm going to play another run, not with Beheeyem, but I am going to play another run of Pokemon Black. I am feeling like more Black today. The replay. Okay, let's just jump over to the tier list for a second here. I'm going to update a few things. I don't know where this should go. We'll just put it here. Yeah, okay. So, unfortunately, I replayed it, but it goes from the Bryson tier to the Skyla tier. And it still looks very bad compared to everything else. I think even if I sort out the Elisa portion of the game and I play that more efficiently, like maybe we're going to get it under like 150, maybe under 140 and go up to the E tier. But I have bad news once again because everything is so clustered in the B and C tier in this game. I think eventually what's going to happen is that times that are down here around like 150, 2 hours, 140, those are going to be very bad times. We're only going to have really outlier Pokemon that are above 2 hours in this game. So, it's this is a Pokemon that is not built for solo running. I really wish that it had more speed or some way to make up for speed. Does it learn Trick Room? It does. Abundant Shrine. Yeah, that's available in the post game. Lovely. Yeah, I think below 145 is... I think that even with one more run like this, I think it'll be okay. Use defensive moves like Reflect and Light Screen. Yeah, but even then, we're sacrificing the time that we would otherwise want. Right? Because like those moves, yes, they will let you win, but you often win that at the expense of the time that you would spend anyways. Maybe it's like, yeah, probably a bit faster. Maybe if we find, yeah, maybe Thunder Wave. Like, where do we get a Thunder Wave slot? Like, if we're running like Calm Mind, like we can use Thunder Wave, but then we're putting it in combination with Charge Beam and Psychic for a portion of the game. But then that portion of the game is not difficult. We can get Thunder Wave right before Clay, but it's not useful there. I don't think Thunder Wave is as good as Rock Tomb against Elisa for speed control. Yeah, Trick Room would be cool. I'll have to talk to Elite Four Alex about how to show it off in Generation 4. Okay, so it's going to confuse everyone from here on out. Everyone who joins the stream after this point will have no idea what's going on. They're like, I clicked on a video that has a Beheeyem thumbnail and you're playing something else. Yep. Hyper Beam. If Hyper Beam was like, if they had left Hyper Beam like Generation 1 forever, Hyper Beam would be very usable in solo challenges. That would be, in my opinion, I think it would be more enjoyable that way. Probably for competitive Pokemon, that would be a disaster, but I know nothing about competitive Pokemon, so it's probably good that Hyper Beam functions the way that it currently does. Yeah. Okay, briefly, I will look at my previous notes so that I knew what I was thinking before I did this run. Did I not make notes? I didn't make notes. Love that. Was it just that obvious? I think it is pretty obvious. Okay. This one, we have now officially re-ranked all of the Pokemon that I wanted to rank in the tier list. It's not the tier list. Here in the tier list, we have re-ranked everything I wanted to re-rank, which was all the Pokemon that were played on the old emulator. Stoutland, Emboar, Genesect, Serperior, Zoroark, Samurott, and Beheeyem. Almost nothing changed. We just like moved everything up in terms of times so that they will be more competitive. Now, the reason I'm coming back to do the Crayola Dragon again is purely because it was the first playthrough that I did with the new emulator, and it was the first playthrough that Austin and I did together when we started doing these solo challenges together. And since playing it, I think I have a much better understanding of the game, and I just play the game smoother and all that stuff. So I want to come back and like see, maybe it's going to get a time similar to this, maybe it's going to get a time that's going to be dramatically different to this. I don't know. There's no emulator speed increase here. So like part of Beheeyem's improvement over its former result is that the emulator was running faster. That's probably like 20 or 30 minutes of time right there saved. We saw that with all these Pokemon. They had times in like the 140s. Now there are times in the 120s. Stoutland had like a 120, what was it, 129 I think originally. Now it's 110. Druddigon is very good in this game. Druddigon gets Hone Claws at level 5. So we start the game with a setup move that boosts physical attack and accuracy. That's amazing. Scratch, reliable. Bite, very good at level 9. The only downside of Druddigon is its speed. We're going to search Gen 4 Pokemon here and then apply the filters so that we can see Druddigon in context of all the other Pokemon in this game. Druddigon, in the context of this is not very clear. This is for exporting graphics. There's a lot of slow Pokemon in this generation, but Druddigon is one of the better Pokemon that is very slow. Like, other good Pokemon down here are like Conkeldurr or Crustle. Those are fully evolved Pokemon that are very slow. Beheeyem, of course, and then a bunch of Psychic types, of course. Caracost always surprised me how slow it is. 32 speed? What? Anyways, Druddigon's pretty slow. It's slower than Pokemon like Scraggy. Or it's the same speed, I guess. Electros also. There's so many slow Pokemon in this game. What is going on? Whimsicott is number 2? What is happening? This is a weird generation for speed. Alright. Anyways, I've just been looking at Druddigon's results, and this has been like a question that I've had in my mind, so I want to answer it today. Dragon Rage comes a little bit too late. It is useful in this playthrough, I do remember, but it's not like amazing. Hone Claws is the MVP move, of course. We're going to get Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw, I believe, is like our go-to move throughout the majority of the playthrough. It's physical, 80 base power. The one thing about this run that's wild is Sheer Force. Sheer Force is an absolutely broken ability. It raises the base power of damaging moves that have additional effects by approximately 30%. So the downside, though, is that the additional effects are ignored. So Bite is never going to be able to flinch. So this is actually good with our low speed. We weren't going to flinch anyways, because we're probably going to be moving second. But at least we get an upgrade of power by about 33% on a move like Bite. Dragon Claw there's a downside there because Dragon Claw does not get the boost in power. Is Dragon Tail affected by Sheer Force? I'm looking it up. Because, like, maybe... I don't want to be switching Pokemon out all the time. think I looked at this last time. Yeah, it is not affected. So we would still switch Pokemon out if we're going to use Dragon Tail. And we will not get the power boost. So unfortunately, we cannot use Dragon Tail in the way that we would want to. But Dragon Claw becomes very good anyways because we have Hone Claws. Sheer Force is here to like boost the power of other stuff. Like Crunch is quite good with it, for example. I don't think Slash is boosted. Even then the power isn't higher than Dragon Claw, yeah. Does Sheer Force affect Slash? I don't think it does. I looked this up last time, I remember. I remember that I don't remember. Yeah, no Slash. Doesn't affect Slash, but it does affect Bite and Crunch. It does affect... no, it doesn't affect Scratch because there's no secondary effect. But Dragon Claw is very good. I'm just looking quickly, just want to make sure I'm not going to miss anything. We get Dig. Shadow Claw? I don't remember if I used that. I don't think we need that because we have Crunch. Just want to check. Dragon Claw, Hone Claws, Crunch, Dig throughout the mid-game. That makes sense. Oh yeah, Lenora is actually really scary with Drotagon. I believe last time I fought a bunch of random trainers leading up to the battle with Lenora, but that's like 100% not the right choice. Should be odd to know if it's anything. Oh, I taught Superpower, and I remember this now. Superpower was just like not very good. It was on my set, but it didn't really do anything. I taught Bulldoze at the end. I don't know if that's the right choice. Dig? I feel like Dig would be better. Maybe I started the fight with Dig? No, I just had Bulldoze. Anyways, I'm just going to play it and we're going to see how it goes because this is supposed to be like a recreation of a first playthrough, so I don't want to like dig through it too much and like really memorize damage ranges or anything like that. And obviously, as you can tell, I don't really remember how the Pokemon plays. Bulldoze gets boosted. It does, yes. But I don't think that like boosting is really what we want at the end of the game. We want the ability to move around Zekrom. Avoid the Fusion Bolt on turn 1, attack it on turn 2. It's not about turns, it's about dodging the Fusion Bolt. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Bulldoze is just better. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking like Dig is for the Zekrom. If you can avoid the damage, maybe that's key. I am reading your chat, Lester. Do you even outspeed Zekrom? Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think we outspeed Zekrom. Yeah, you're right. That is one thing. I want to play this one eventually with a speed boosting nature. I think speed boosting nature is going to be really good on this. But yeah, Hone Claws is just so good. Dragon Claw has low priority suits. Yes, yes, yes. Plus, we might just have super effective damage against the Zekrom. Like, we do have super effective damage with the Zekrom with Dragon Claw, so, like, maybe just, like, Dragon Claw and then just win. I don't know. Let's see. We'll just play it. We'll see how it goes. This is not the final time that I played Redegon. This is just a time, so... no pressure. I'm going to say right now, like, 116. That's what I think it'll do. I think it's going to be faster than last time, but... I don't think it's going to be, like 109 or something. That would be ridiculous. Oh. Apologies, 1 second. My time of day is not set correctly. Okay. I think we're all configured correctly now. Yep. I'm having real problems with this naming screen today. Oh, Liepard gets home class. Ooh. I genuinely don't think it matters which starters the enemy. Oh wait, what? Oh, I did. I reloaded it and I didn't change the overlay. My bad. There's a lot of tech behind the scenes. Can I only give money through subs? No, I think you can give money with super chats. Should be able to give money with super chats. I didn't set the ability to sheer force either. That would be bad. Sheer force is by far the better ability. Rough skin is pretty bad in comparison. Hey, I'm glad I restarted, so I did that a little bit better. We need an alternate timeline where Game Freak and Nintendo never moved away from sprite-based art. Oh, that would be so good. I am reading Twitch chat at the same time, by the way. I know it shows the Tepig there. It's just a graphic. We actually have Drudigon, don't worry. Maybe Hone Claws if we 4-shot. Yeah. I don't think I need it for the next one, though. Yeah. Such a goofy looking dragon. No, it's great. I love this Pokemon. People make fun of it a lot. I think it's great. He's cool. Or she's cool. I think I'm using a female Pokemon this time. I don't have an Insta account, no. You mean Instagram? Or Insta something? I don't know. No. I have Patreon and YouTube, that's it. I guess I have an X account, but I don't really do anything on it anymore. After a while, just constantly seeing terrible things on that application, I was just like, I am never using this ever again. Well, I do still sometimes use it, but if like I had that feeling of just like, oh, I should just never use this again. And I definitely like cut down my usage, not intentionally either. It was just like, oh, this is not like bringing me any like fulfillment or joy. And now I just post all my like programming updates and stuff over on Discord, which I think there's like 2 people that are interested in, but still. I did think about going to Blue Sky, but then I was like, oh, like if I go to Blue Sky, like, I don't know. I was already just kind of using the app like mindlessly, so like it was like, oh, I'm gonna make this intentional step to go to a different app to do a mindless thing, and I was like, well, like I'll just not use it. That seems like the best solution. I'll spend more time with like my cats and my wife. Wow. Okay. Purloin. Well done. That was pretty scary. We need more black videos? Don't worry. A black video every week from October to December. You're gonna get lots by the end of the year. It's gonna be great. So there's 2 trainers on that route that you can fight for experience. I have found in the times that Austin and I play the game, it was typically the case that I would be fighting those trainers for experience, and Austin would be skipping them. And then almost always we would arrive at the first gym leader around the same time, and we would both be fine. So I haven't found that those trainers have been particularly useful unless you're playing a really bad Pokemon. Drotagon is taking a little bit too much damage. Okay, we got Bite now. That's good. I guess it's worse in that case, because it's not... I should heal. Who's Austin? Austin's Austin's in chat. Austin 007. That's who's Austin. He's another person who does solo runs. He's really good. A lot better than me. I do my best, but I'm not the most like talented or hardworking person in the community. I try to work hard, but I also really like making tools and programming stuff around these games. That tends to take up the majority of my time. And I like making the videos look good with tools. Alright, I think we just bite here. I don't think we need any setup. We take so much damage. Is his voice as soothing as... Yeah, he has a very soothing voice. Yes, he does. Oh my gosh. Part of the reason my voice is so soothing, though, is something called the proximity effect, which is just getting close to the microphone. If you can be close to the microphone, your voice is going to sound pretty soothing. I remember when there was all that like drama going on with the pirate software guy. There were some videos that came out where there's like he's like artificially manipulating what his voice... No, he's not. Like, this is just the proximity effect. This is how microphones work. We've known about this for a long time. This is just him sitting close to his microphone. I'm saying nothing else about him, but that as a fact is just what's happening. The microphone, he's just close to the microphone, so yeah. It really does change the quality of the audio. You get a lot more like bass frequencies and lower frequencies in the audio when you're very close to the microphone. So if you want to bring out like the bass in your voice, you should be closer to the microphone. If you want to make your voice sound more nasally, just get far away. It's gonna attenuate all the bass frequencies. So that first gym was, I just talked over it because it was so easy. Are any black videos going to be posted? Yeah, this weekend, Zebstrika. This weekend we get Zebstrika. Right now we're doing, it's a 6-week rotation right now, going through all the games. I'm doing 1 video a week from January to April. And then from April to September, I'm going to be doing 2 videos a week. And then from October to the end of November, it'll be like 2 to 3 videos a week. And then for December, I'm going to do 1 video every day. Daily December again. Oh, no. The fence. The fence defeated me. His position on Stop Killing Games was very weird. It's like, oh, there's like an initiative that's like helping to like protect consumers. Like, what? Like, as someone who makes stuff, I would want that initiative to go through. Like, I don't want to make stuff and then exploit people with it. Like, and I don't know. Whatever. Like, I want to make things, and I want to be like compensated for making things so that my time is valued and the effort that I put in is recognized. But I also want, like, I don't know, yeah. Scott's fans eating good this year. Yeah, I've heard some people being like, oh, there's none of like the rotation is too slow. Like, I don't see the game that I want to see as often as I would like. And I completely get that. That makes tons of sense. I should have been more clear about what my plan was for this year, where it's like, it's going to start slow and then we're going to ramp up as we get closer and closer to what I sort of consider to be the end of the season, which is December. And then again, it'll get slow. This is really just so I can have like balanced work life. And also, like, a balanced work life is what I mean. Not like work-life balance, like a balanced work life where I have a time in the year when I can spend some time working on software projects and making things better. And then I also have a time in the year where I can really focus on video production and our efficiencies there. This is very healthy for my brain. Doing the same thing over and over again every week for the entire year. Like, if I just did 3 videos a week for the entire year and never did Daily December, my brain would love that way less. I really like the challenge of Daily December when it comes once a year, but I don't want to live in that challenge mode all year round. So that's why I've structured things the way that I have. And I found that it works very well for me. I do also know that there's some degree of frustration from some viewers about like, oh, it would be nice to just get more consistent content and not like all of the content all at once, because that's overwhelming. And that makes sense. Luckily though, you're able to choose when you consume the content, so you can just slow down a little bit and grab the content at your own pace after I've released it. Okay, that's the last HM user we have to catch. We could fight him for a speed EV, but I don't think it's worth it. Drotagon is so good. If Drotagon was bad like Elgium, yes, but no, this is a good Pokemon. Arriving here at 14 is a little bit low. So, deposit HM users first. Heal if you want it. We do want it in case we block out to Lenora. We want to set it in this center. I don't know if you need to heal. Spend money. I'm going to go fight Audino because I know that my level is too low. Last time I beat her at 20, I think. Got the heal point here. We have super effective damage, so we can just fight her right away. It's kind of a double heal, which is not great, but sometimes things aren't perfect. Also, if it seems like I'm not reading chat, I'm not, because black plays really quickly, and if I look away for a moment, it can get difficult. I'll risk that. Okay. Pokerus? Wait, did we get Pokerus? Did we actually get Pokerus? Ah! No way. What a moment. This is the second time in 6 years that this has happened to me. I've had it happen twice. It happened once really early into the channel with a Corsola run in Generation 2. And, like, we got Pokerus now. I think we're gonna run it because it's fun and this is on stream and I'm not making a video out of it. If this was a video, I would restart because this is going to make it better since it's gaining EVs faster. I will run this today, though. I think this is just... whatever, let's just have some fun with Drudagon and play Pokemon Black, and we'll see what it can do. But... it stacks with Macho Brace. Let's go! It's fun. I'm gonna play it. I think it's fun. This is awesome. What an interesting... what's the chances for Pokerus again? I know they're really low. Okay, so 3 in 65,000, roughly. Wow. Okay, well that's sweet. Neat. Oh, I didn't switch the screen. I'm so sorry. I switched it back pretty quick. We didn't miss anything. Oh no, we're so good. So good. And that heal is so fast. Way faster than the center. Which is another reason why fighting trainers here is not good. There's also a person just south of this that has like a... They have 2 grass types on their team and they can paralyze you. And then the fight takes so long. So like, there's just so many reasons why the synergy is here for you to just fight these little elephants over and over again. They're so cute. I can't wait till I play it also. It's a fast growth rate. 1 of 3, I think, in this game. It's like the Chinchino line, the Alomomola. I was doing it as a joke first, and then the second one, it was supposed to be correct, and it wasn't. Alomomola, and then, don't give up on Dragon Rage. Forget. Leer. Alomomola, and then, Audino. The gym. Sheer Force Pokerus Drudagon. Alright. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to add a little Pokerus icon, and then I'll enter its results into the tier list, but with the Pokerus icon next to it, so that we can see how the Pokerus run did when we compare all the data, and then I can just tell the story in a video and add it to the list. I think that's kind of it's a fun way to do it. I'll have to play another legit Drudagon run on my own after this, once I forget how it works again. So I'll have to give it like a month or 2 before I come back and do another one. Otherwise, it's single stage, so I want to play it eventually with the speed boosting nature. Oh, I should have Dragon Raged. Satomi is sometimes scary. With the Audino here, actually, wait, what? Oh yeah, I have to do this one first. Okay. Pokerus is affecting my brain. No, last time I got Pokerus was in, also exact 1 hits here with Drudagon, with Dragon Rage. They have 39 HP. I'm back, got a tooth pulled. Oh, I'm sorry. I got Pokerus in Crystal last time with Corsola. I can flinch turn 1, so bite turn 1 into Dragon Rage is better. Wait, well, I could have thought slash in the place of scratch. I don't think it matters. We're not really using it. We're gonna get return very quickly. And like we'll just like bite and Dragon Rage to the next section of the game. Bumping into walls. What are the odds of getting Pokerus? 3 in 65,000. I think it's like 1 in 22,000. Roughly. It's like 65,500 anyways. Can't flinch sheer force. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Ah. Goodbye. Do remember that slash has 70 effective power, but bite has 78 because it's boosted by sheer force. Slash is good here because we could or one-shot this probably. So I should have it. Yeah, the Venomoth stuff is like, early on, I'm not very good as a player. Like, I don't think I am a particularly good video game player. I think I'm just like, I'm like competent in some ways, but in a lot of ways I'm not very good at playing video games. And so I build tools to try and make it easier or more fun for myself to play these games. That's really what like I do now. But early on, I could not remember what Venomoth's typing was, and I never knew what moves were good against it, so I would just kind of use something, and I would like look at it and be like, you know, it looks like it's like a flying type or a psychic type, like it's like purple and it's got wings, it's probably that, and then I would attack it with something and it would be terrible. So then everyone kept calling me out for it in my videos, and I just started saying ridiculous things. I'm like, what if I just say a ridiculous type for it every single time I come across it? Like, oh, it's a nice type. and then I started doing that in every single video. That's why Miracle Eye is banned as well. We might actually want the Quick Claw for this playthrough. I didn't use it last time I picked it up. Ah! The sign. Sign interference. Yeah, I should probably just Quick Claw here at some point. Because the Quick Claw, unlike Elgium, which could run the Eviolite, Drodagon cannot. So Quick Claw here is actually pretty solid. Bridge animation so long I finished watching Project Hail Mary. Nice. It is pretty long. Can you get the life orb from the battle subway? I don't know. Is it BP? In which case, no. Like, Drodagon is just like steamrolling everything right now. This is a Pokemon that if you're new to Pokemon Black solo challenges and you want one to just like practice with, I would highly recommend this Pokemon. Getting a setup move right at the beginning is great. It doesn't have to evolve, so there's no like annoying stuff if you're playing with evolutions. I have other ones that I would recommend, but like Stoutland, the Stoutland line is great. Wait, that's not Beheeyem. Welcome to the stream. I did say someone was going to say that. I don't want to block out here because it takes so long. And we have home claws. No. No. What is this damage range? Wait, can we still do it? No. Slower. Spaldi and Beheeyem. Alright, I want 3. Got it. I could have fought McGill for the Pecha Berry in the forest. Maybe that's the better solution next time. Don't give up on Crunch. Absolutely not. Yeah, Quick Claw would have saved us there as well. Yeah, you're right. This person pops out if you run into that little, like... I don't know what they're called. They're like honey things or like... What is what are they in? You can bump into people there? Oh, there's like actual NPCs there that you can talk to. Huh. Ah, yeah. When it says it breaks the mold, I'm like, I don't know. Like, okay, like I've never seen that have an impact on a battle. I don't know what that is. I believe it's it's like they can't use held items anymore. I'm pretty sure is what the actual effect is. But yeah, the text is just so nondescript. Do we fight the Basculin people for speed EVs? I think we probably do. I don't know, maybe not. Like, we're really good. Like, we do have Pokerus, so like fighting them will give a lot of speed EVs. They're pretty easy. Mold Breaker prevents your Pokemon from doing less. I don't know what it does. I don't know what Mold Breaker does. Okay, we got Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is absurdly good. Alright, and we got Speed EVs. Charon in this fight is bad if you have a setup move, just so you know. He's bad here because you can set up and the pit of is pitiful. Like, +2 is probably overkill for this battle. Don't get me going about moves being descriptive or moves making sense in this game. You have like Shadow Punch and then you have like Thunder Punch and they're totally different. Like Shadow Punch should inflict Curse. Obviously that would be broken, but it should do some ghost-like thing. Inflict Sleep. Like, could Shadow Punch do a shadowy thing? But no, it's just like, I forget what it even does because it's not related to the other punches. Could all the moves that have punches in their name just do the same thing? Could like the moves that have Fang in their name be the same? Why is like Poison Fang, why is Poison Fang less base power than the other Fangs? It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, please. That's a good song. Well, oh, not All That Remains. No, that's not the band I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about, A Day to Remember. Okay. Do not forget return for this fight if you're using a physical attacker. It's sometimes very helpful. I also want to rearrange my Pokerus Drudagon's moves. Yeah, if you just joined the stream, I got Pokerus on my Drudagon before like the second gym, which we decided that, well, I decided I'm just going to play it out, even though normally this would not be a valid result for my solo challenges because it has such a ridiculous advantage. Yeah, Shadow Punch should confuse. Yes, yes, see? Like that would be okay. I'd be like, yes, this makes sense. Dragon is a really beautiful type when you want neutral coverage. It's so good at giving neutral coverage. Do we, like, Macho Brace this gym for speed EVs? I think we do. Just do this right now while we're here. It'll slow down the Elisa split, but we have to do it at some point. Pink for Pokerus. It's kind of purple, but, you know, I did my best. Like, okay, Mega Punch. It's normal. What should it do? What should Mega Punch do? It's normal. It should flinch. It should do like, or like we need a normal type status condition or something. Like, I don't know. Or we should not have Mega Punch be normal. It should be fighting. Like, and if it's fighting, maybe fighting flinches. And like the flinch is like the fighting status. I don't know. I just want these things to line up and like be organized, but they're not. It's all so chaotic and it makes my brain have so many problems thinking about all this stuff. Every time I have to use Air Slash and Air Cutter, I have to look up both of the moves. I have no idea what they do. Also, I'm not using the Macho Brace. Yeah, this is great. It's okay. I got the Pokerus. All right. So, wait, do we gain 4 speed EVs from each one of those? Glad I got those. When you have to backtrack out of this gym to get rid of paralysis status condition, it's so painful. Okay, so 74 speed EVs at the beginning of this fight. And after this fight, 82. What? That's ridiculous. Like, we have a resistance to Elisa's stuff, so like we can probably just Macho Brace this. And Dragon Claw is so good, and Home Claws is so good. Like, I don't know if I'm going to one-hit, because I don't have a Rooter set up for this yet. That is something that I'm going to work on this year. Getting the Rooter set up. Oh, she's Aerial Acing? Oh my gosh. Okay, I had 82 before this fight. Chip Away is terrible. I didn't pick up Dig either. 82 before that fight, 106 after. That's so wild. Why couldn't we got Pokerus to the LGM? Come on. I want it for the Excadrill. Like, I think we just keep running it for this next section of the game because there's a decent number of speed and attack EVs here, both of which will benefit Drudagon. And this is the, like, one-turn setup. Oh, he didn't, but I'll just go for one turn. I don't think we need more. Okay, I have 106 at the end there. Let's see what we have at the end of this fight. He hit me a lot, man. 118. Oh my gosh. Pokerus is so broken. Do I have to play the game? Do I have to play these tier lists again, all with Pokerus, and then compare the performances of Pokemon when they do the game? Oh my gosh. Well, he won. By the way, I do allow it if my ally is fighting with me. I do allow myself to continue if the ally wins. I had to make a ruling on this. for a different solo challenge. And I talked about it with Austin, and in the end we decided to go with this, so I will apply it here as well. If that was a double battle where I had another Pokemon and I won because I had the other Pokemon, I would not allow that. But the game allows you to still proceed with the playthrough, even if your whole team faints and the person you're playing alongside, they win the battle for you. This to me feels like a fault, but I might end up tracking it as a fault, but not but allowing the player to progress, much like the rival battles in the early game of like Crystal and Yellow and stuff like that. Yeah, like I might have to do all of the runs again and just compare the results, because I think that would be really interesting. Stop. This thing putting you to sleep is so frustrating. Stop. Stop. Also, it is, like, for me, I'm totally happy with people playing these games the way they want to play them. And I really encourage that. Like, I encourage you to play the game in the way that you think is going to make it most fun for you. So if that is not... Oh my... Am I going to have to do that again? Yes, I am. This Watchog is out for blood. Like, I know it's the Macho Brace. I'm not taking the Macho Brace off. I refuse. I'll save this time. I don't want to take off the brace for one fight and then put it back on. No. Oops. Trying to get off the bike. You see? That's what it was supposed to be like. Well, we're never good on speed EVs. Look at the speed EVs here. I want them all. From 118 to 126. One battle. That's what I want. I want that. This is speed EVs again. More speed EVs. 130. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We're going to outspeed everything in the late game. This is going to be attack EVs. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So good. Oh, yeah. 98 to 106. Is return even useful? It was useful. Or is it useful? Maybe it's not useful. I don't know. I don't know the type chart. If you've watched my videos long enough, you'll know that I have no idea how the type chart works. I've spent time trying to learn it. Like, I've sat there and I've like studied individual types, and it just isn't sinking in. I think what I should do is I should build a cue card application. I tried using the generic open source one, but it was like a little bit too primitive. But I should build myself a cue card application, and then I should study cue cards every night for like a year, just being like, steel takes neutral damage from electric and water. That is the one. That is one that I studied that sunk in. I don't know why. Wow, this is attack. I think one of the things that has helped me most in these solo challenges, not even, like, you don't need to understand the type chart. I think the thing that helps most, for me at least, is understanding that the game should not be conceptualized from the perspective of individual, like, species playing the game. It should be conceptualized from, like, what are the solutions to each individual trainer? And then you can apply that to each individual species. So, like, here, like, a solution to clay might be, like, super effective damage with dig or another ground type move. or it might be Person Berry for swagger off the Krokorok, and then not very effective damage on the Excadrill. And once you start understanding these solutions, then you start figuring out which Pokemon needs to go for which solution. Gosh! Alright, I'll take the Macho Brace off after this. I'm dead here. It's fine. No more Macho Brace. Quick Claw instead now. I think it's Quick Claw time. I've learned my lesson. Actually, the generational differences in the type chart do help. I think they help more than no differences. Because with the generational differences, I at least go like, I remember this. Like, there's a reason that I need to remember this because I have to talk about it a lot in my videos. I have to say, like, you know, this type, like, it changed in this generation. Like, Ghost and Dragon are no longer... I don't think we need this. Ghost and Dragon are no longer resisted by Steel starting in Generation 6. Like, I remember that one. I remember that the Bug and Poison interaction changed after Generation 1. They used to be super effective against each other. These things are easy to remember. I don't know, the just normal, like, Fire is takes not very effective damage from Ice starting in Generation 2. You know what's hard to remember? What types are resisted by Grass. Like, I don't remember that. It's never going to go into my brain. But I really, this is a me thing. I really struggle with memorizing facts. Like, facts are very hard for me. I try and build like a conceptual picture of the thing so that I can recreate the facts when I need them. Bulldoze. Which I guess gets boosted, so probably teach it in the place of Dig when we open the inventory. Lucky Egg. Some people ban the Lucky Egg. I think that's an interesting choice. I don't like banning stuff if I can avoid banning stuff. Banning stuff opens the can of worms of things feeling very arbitrary. I don't want things in my solo challenges to feel arbitrary. That's an important tenet of mine. I want to feel like there's some reasoning behind the things that I implement. It's like we're optimizing for fairness in the tier list and fun while playing the challenge. And when those two things intersect, it is even better. Like, it is not fun to restart the challenge over and over again, resetting for good IVs, and then playing the challenge with sub-perfect IVs that you had to reset for 2 hours for, because that's how I used to do it. But it is a lot more fun to just know that you're going to get the IVs that you want, and then you don't have to spend 2 hours resetting. But it's also much more fair because the EVs are completely controlled. I have 142 speed EVs. I have 144 attack EVs. This is wild. You get so much attack in this game. So being a physical attacker, I don't know what this gives. What does it give? Speed. Yay! Let's go. I should probably ether here. Oh, sorry. Fumble menu. Not great. Dragon doesn't need this candy. Yeah, 100%. Home Claws is amazing. we would be locked into the Hone Claws strategy no matter what. When you get a attack boosting move in a solo challenge, you basically have to use it. There's like, is there a case that I can think of where the attack boosting move is not the solution for the Pokemon? I cannot think of an example of it right now. Guess I could bulldoze. Rage in Gen 1? Okay. Well, like, I guess Rage is an attack boosting move in Generation 3 as well. I don't know what about Generation 4. Bulk Up Blissey. Okay, Bulk Up Blissey, that's a really, I like that example. That's a good example. Where it's like, Blissey is so bad at defense and attack that you probably don't want to run Bulk Up Blissey. Oh my gosh. PP up. My favorite item. It's important to get that PP up. There are sometimes when you like get, I don't know, I can't think of an example, but like Calm Mind and you're a physical attacker. Like Medicham might be an example of that. Give up on Night Slash. Medicham might be an example where you're not going to run Calm Mind, but Medicham also, I believe, gets Meditate or something like that. So it already has a setup move. Wait, hold down B. Go here, B again. There are encounters at the top floor, so you should repel. In Dragon Spiral Tower, there are only encounters on certain areas, so you do not need to repel the entire time. I did a physical only Jinx run, and I did a physical only Butterfree run like ages ago at the beginning of the channel. And yeah, like Nasty Plot Zoroark is that is an example, but it also gets Hone Claws. So it's not really like playing by the like we're using a non-setup strategy in place of the setup move. We're just using the other setup move. So like if you have the choice between like Bulk Up and Calm Mind, I think that is the Medicham example. If that is the Medicham example, then I take it back. And if, yeah, it's like, it's not a good example if they have access to a different setup move and then they're using that different setup move. And I'm specifically talking about setup moves that increase attack. Because if you have a choice between like Calm Mind and like Defense Curl, it's like, well, like, and you don't use Defense Curl, like, yeah, sure. It's not like Defense Curl is amazing by itself. You're probably got to use Defense Curl in combination with Rollout or something else weird. It does seem like okay, so Blissey also gets Calm Mind and Bulk Up. Yeah, nah. That's the problem with this. It's like there's always... So it's going to set up. It's going to set up with the move that makes sense for it to set up with. Why I save? Why did I save? Don't save. This fight, she's terrible. Like, I can just Hone Claws once and then win. This is fine. What if the Swanna attacks? Is it going to attack? It's going to go for Aqua Ring. Oh, it attacked! Oh my gosh! Amazing Skyla performance. She got me to orange. Well done, Skyla. Where do you think your career is going from here? Nowhere. She's grounded. Sharpen Porygon is an example. In Gen 1? Wait, but you used Sharpen in Gen 1. Also, Porygon Z gets Nasty Plot. This is fine. Skyla Wait, there's Charge Beam Raticate? No way, that's hilarious. Is that real? Yeah, but also Skyla gets Skarmory in Black 2 and White 2. And I have heard it's quite scary. Luckily, we're not a flying type. By the way, Bug? Okay, certain combinations with the Bug type, you can think through it yourself. But certain combinations with the Bug type are going to really hate this guy. This guy has a sturdy Boldore that has Rock Slide. Anything that takes, or Ice Flying, Fire Flying, all of these are going to really struggle here. Anything that takes 4 times damage to rock moves. You have to 2-shot and it's just like one hits you with Rock Slide. I think that guy's going to need art at some point. This is great. Everyone's churning up like all of these interesting examples that I never would have thought of. I do think in this case though, it's more that like the examples that you're putting forward are more so proving the rule than not. Like setup moves that increase attacking stats are outrageously good in solo challenges. My theory, or not theory, but like the reason why that's the case is just because you can get away with not leveling if you increase your stats. So leveling or increasing your stats are essentially the same thing. And if you can prevent leveling with a stat boosting move, then you just save time. Okay. Okay, Miriam is sometimes scarier than Bryson. Ancient Power Rampardos. That's special, yeah, I can see that. I think I used Bulk Up with Breloom in Gen 3. A lot of Pokemon do use like Silver Wind or Ominous Wind or Ancient Power though to set up just through luck. It is, I do feel like it is a setup move. It's just like one of the least consistent setup moves. It's always painful when you get one of those runs. There's quite a few of those in Heart Gold. Because Ancient Power, those moves are given to a wider range of Pokemon. Like we're not really seeing that much here in Pokemon in Gen 5. Gen 5 I haven't seen a ton of Ancient Power or Silver Wind users. I don't want to do the Yachi Berry here. Yeah. Miriam's has what's it called? And Bryson's doesn't. Ice Beam. It's very funny. So Swagbear can't get me because it's slower, and this one only has Aurora Beam, which does, oh, it did like quarter damage. Bryson is terrible. .176 speed EVs, 198 attack EVs. No, I don't think weather counts. I think weather is a different category than like a setup move that's changing your... What I'm really talking about is stage modifiers. So I think that weather is like a good example. That was my first thought of like a Pokemon that's going to get around this, is like it's a Pokemon that's going to learn a move that sets up a stat that isn't the best stat for it, and then you're going to use weather instead. Because increasing damage is what you're really after. I'll make it. Yeah, what were they thinking with Bryson? He's weird. Everything about him is just off. They really need to... What? He's so late in the game, but he's so bad. He's like Price. He's like... They were like Price. You know, that was a good idea. Ice type specialist near the end of the game that's just not going to be very good. Yeah. My condition though for this was not, it was attack boosting setup move. So agility and defense curl and stuff like that don't really apply. Amnesia. Like those moves are sometimes helpful, but they're not helpful and they don't feel to me in the same category as an attack boosting move like Hone Claws. Just because, like, this all came about because someone said you're kind of locking yourself into the Hone Claws strategy. And it's like, yeah, I feel like I am locked into the Hone Claws strategy. I don't feel like there is another viable play here. If I want to get the best possible time with this Pokemon. Like, the scenario would have to be you're trying to stall or something, so the setup move doesn't make sense. So what you want instead is something weird like substitute, recover, and then 2 damage dealing moves. Like, that would be a case. Like, if Beheeyem in the last run had been like, we don't want Calm Mind because Calm Mind is not as good as this other strategy that doesn't use Calm Mind. But you want Calm Mind. Like, that is the way to play. Also, speed EVs here. Went from 185. Oh, we've maxed our EVs. EVs are maxed. No more EVs are being received after battles. 202 attack, 185 speed. We actually got 51 special attack, which is kind of absurd. Oh, Lucario doesn't need Swords Dance at all? Really? I feel like a lot of those Pokemon in Platinum, at least in my experience with them has been, even though their special stats are better, you still just run Swords Dance because it's so good. Because, like, let's say a Pokemon that has, I don't know, like a base 120 special attack and base 80 physical attack. One turn of Swords Dance, its physical attack is higher than its special attack. One turn. And then you can go all the way to +6 and do way more damage. So unless the Pokemon is already good enough with the base 120 special attack to just one-shot everything and not have worries, then you're probably going to run Swords Dance. That's just been like how I kind of like conceptualize of it, especially at the beginning of these runs when I have to choose like which strategy I'm going to do, because sometimes I'm going to make the wrong choice, right? I'm going to be like theoretically thinking about how I should approach the run, and then I'll not foresee something, or I'll plan incorrectly. I don't also spend a ton of time planning these runs. I fell down at a bad place to fall down, apparently. Mixed is really interesting in a solo challenge, especially if you're running a setup move, because you get like 1 physical move and 2 special moves and then a setup move, something like that. It's like, eh. It's always, it's tricky to run, but it can work with some Pokemon, definitely. Hey Hector, how's it going? No, I haven't been playing Brood War. But I've been watching ASL. I watched some ASL yesterday. I haven't finished the last 2 games, I still have to watch. Power Up Punch Alakazam. Let's go. Love that. Power Up Punch. I'm skipping this candy. I don't want to waste any time. Yeah, Elite Four Alex, you're really, really right there. Grass types run a mix. They usually are running like Return Swords Dance, and then like Sleep Powder or something, and some utility, and then physical move, special move, which is like a grass move. This is quite common, yeah. That's a really good example of like a category of Pokemon. Because that's not just one Pokemon, that's every grass type. Charge Beam and physical attackers, yes. Very much so. Like, why would you ever run Charge Beam on a physical attacker? Oh. Not ideal. But fine. Like, we resist it, so... the water type does not have ice move, so... we're okay there. Oh, I'm getting tired. Been going for like 3 hours and 18 minutes since I started the first run. It's probably a little bit longer than that. Super effective damage. We're not even going to gain attack EVs in here today. Just going to crush everything with Dragon Claw. I'm in mountain time, so it's 3 p.m. for me, but I'm very tired, yeah. Yeah, Electivire I think is going to be really interesting in Gen 4. It's as a line in general, Electivire is quite interesting because it's like the one electric type that gets okay coverage. Ugh. Nice. Because it gets like, I think it's low kick early on, which helps you solve Rourke. I'm not in the States, I'm in Canada. Last time I taught Superpower, and I think I used it once. Oh. This stream is so long. Takes forever. Okay. So, Drayden's gonna be really easy. We have super effective damage. Yep. One-shot everything. Our speed is pretty decent because of all the EVs. But we might be able to just beat the rival without healing here. We have 5 uses of Dragon Claw. I think I've been a little bit overly conservative with healing and getting uses of Dragon Claw back when I could probably be more aggressive. Oops. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna save. Focus Blast is like... Focus Blast is sometimes good. There are definitely cases where Focus Blast is what you want to be doing. Wait. Just wait. Just wait. There are some Pokemon that I've run already that... You gotta go back to Wellspring Cave to grab it, like, who mentioned in the chat? I can't see. It takes a little bit of, like, it's a little bit of a backtrack, it's a detour. You also get a PP up alongside Focus Blast when you go there, which is nice because it has, like, 5 PP. It's also, it's useful in Heart Gold as well. Oops. Hey, another Durant. Oh! It trapped me. She's fast. I'll heal. I'll save. Stratagon time is looking a lot better than last time. It's right here. I'm gonna get it. I was thinking about skipping it to save a little bit of time. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm so tired. He got me. Darmanitan is very scary. Oh, I leveled up. I guess it's okay to fight him. As long as I don't fight the guy with Gigalith. Who do we fight first? Caitlyn? We have Crunch. I think that, yeah, this should be fine. Oh, Heatmore. That one's a weird one. What did they, what were they thinking when they designed Heatmore? Let's make a fire type that... Oh. Well, I'm bad. That's really gonna ruin my time. So I was intending to do something else here, which was to use candies, but then I just was like, it's fine, I'll be fine. No. This thing is bulky. I don't have very many candies, but... I like Keepmore's design too. I just like wish it was better. Yeah, I was gonna candy. So why am I dragonclawing? Crunch. Crunch! Use crunch. There we go. Much better. What's the chance we don't one hit with crunch? Yeah, also crunch. Crunch is the real solution to that. Mommy will take away sheer force. Well, we're fine, but the burn there is pretty bad. Darmanitan is ridiculously good. Well, maybe not that. I still might be fine. I actually think I'm gonna be okay. Yep. Ah! Please no sand attack. Okay, fine. Oh, well, it doesn't matter, actually. Ah, yeah, Home Claws is amazing. Ah, love that. Look at how good this thing is. Like, it's bad when I use Crunch, and I shouldn't be using Crunch, and I should have saved, and I didn't save. Well, I shouldn't have saved, and then used Crunch. This is the correct play, but if I'm gonna not use Crunch, I should save. It's a ridiculous cinematic. I'm gonna skip the candy to save time. I don't think we need it. Oh yeah, this can go. I think this can go sub 110 without the without Poker Rust too. Like, this Pokemon is very good. It's very good. Oh. I'm dead now. Why did you Giga Impact me? Kick it. Is it still faster than me? Wow. I still don't think I win because the Zoroark should knock me out. Should bulldoze that. Yeah. Just might be enough. Acrobatics. Did a lot. Okay. I think we win now because we have substitute and home clause. It's gotta be enough. Like, did it. Alright, it was fine. 113, 113.10. 2 resets, 6 blackouts. Level 71. 4 hours, 49 minutes of game time. Obviously a big improvement over my previous result, which was like 124. But to be fair, we got what's it called? Pokerus. It's actually interesting about Pokerus because like I don't think it changed too much about the late game with the Pokerus. Maybe our attack stat was higher than it otherwise would have been. I don't think that like, but like I do think Pokerus changed the mid game. That said, Druddigon doesn't really have problems in the mid game. So it was yeah, this run's really fun. If you're new to Black, play this run. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you had a lot of fun. I did, for sure. This was a lot of fun. We played Beheeyem. Beheeyem was, as we expected, not very good. But Druddigon was pretty good when it got Pokerus. No. This one. Okay. 124 even actually last time. So this puts it up 113. This is into the S tier besides Stoutland. But that'll be the Pokerus Druddigon. They'll go up there. And Beheeyem, 152.42. Much slower. Well, this weekend we're going to do more Pokemon Black. It's going to be Zebstrika, my first electric type, so come check out how the electric type does in Generation 5. The electric type has not been very good for solo challenges historically, so I think Zebstrika could be very painful. If you made it this far, you're incredible. I will see you then.